I think Facilio finally got um, some wherewithal, remembering what's going on now, having his sanity back. But I think I remember the previous session running upstairs and then being forced back by a bunch of armor, and then I picked up Basilio and like left, and then Ren made us all go back in because he saw something up there. And then there's like all these like crazy screams and women going bonkers, and Ottoman just fucking shit up in the basement. I think Alfonso spent most of the day being frustrated at the fact that there's two Vasilios and didn't really engage. But we we went up to the top and we're being all sneaky, and we seen this giant fucking skull head. I think. Yeah, it was pretty big.
I mean, we thought it was pretty big, and then David corrected us and made it smaller, as I recall.
There's only 10
David's
feet.
like, well, no, it's not that big. And then we were like, oh, well, it should have been.
It's that imposing. It's not that.
It's a 10-foot head. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, like, jaws big enough to bite you in half. That's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that was the case. I think it was more just like a slightly bigger, like a big pumpkin head.
Something like that. But it was,
anyways, yeah.
It was facing off against this woman and daughter, and whatever ghost death knight situation was going on, it was dust by the time we came back up there. So I think it perished in combat against the Skullhead. But then the Skullhead went down pretty easily against us. I don't think Kreia even like hit it with anything. She tried, but it was all the other two with their spells.
The Vasilios.
No, just the one.
Meanwhile,
Vasilia.
No, it was two.
Oh, that was.
Meanwhile, in the basement.
Oh, you're right.
Like, because the copy like spawned. So, when the copy like burst out of the egg, and my mirror image like gained life of its own, I tried to retreat with Kreia, and then Ren, turned us back. And then, like, in the downstairs area, you were like frustratingly watching the other Vasilio, while Dr. Ottoman was on a bloodlust campaign with his magic sword.
So I would go a step even further there and say, not only were you frustratingly watching the two, you were entirely committed to fighting them when there was fighting to be had.
Yeah.
And then they started playing their lutes.
Yeah, and so like I handled the Vasilio, we dueled. We were dead even in our dueling. But then I had the brilliant idea of recruiting other Vasilio to like double my fame. So I conceded to him, bowing.
The audible sigh.
Actually, at first we were dueling and fighting, and like I got wounded as fuck. And then I was like, you know what? If you're really Vasilio, duel me with violin. So we started having like a dueling violin battle.
Yeah, was it dueling banjos or was it Double Went Down to Georgia? I forget which one you ended up going.
Well, we said fiddles, but it's technically a violin. I mean, I think a fiddle is just like a southern version of a violin.
Yeah, it's just a way to play a violin.
Yeah, exactly. So we had like dueling fiddles, and you were like thrilled by all that. You came around, as I recall.
I don't recall that actually.
Anyways, moving on.
Correct.
I think you just went outside and just like, I'm done, exasperated.
As the others said, the devil went down to Georgia. The duel was on in full. And then my brilliant mind had this idea to concede to him, telling him that I was Brocilio, his brother.
It's
come to
hilarious.
aid him, but I had to prove myself and prove him. And so he bought that, and then we together defeated the skull.
Wow.
Yeah. And when it was all done, the other Vasilio disappeared. Into the night. He like winked at me and like puffed into smoke or just faded away.
No, he didn't puff into smoke. Shadow Vasilio became your shadow.
Oh yeah.
Your shadow winked at you.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess he's still here with me.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what we need.
He'll come around again when we need him to yell at some ghost skulls.
Exactly. One of my more brilliant maneuvers, if I do say so myself.
It was certainly unique.
That was pretty much my whole perspective and whole session. I battled myself. We battled physically, then musically, and then I conceded, tricking him into our team.
That's great. Yeah, we got some swords too.
Oh yeah! Once we actually saved that woman and her child from the floating skull, she was like trapped on the 3rd floor with some sort of magic shield preventing the skull from getting her. Once we vanquished the skull, she was like, "Yeah, you know what? This is actually my husband, and there's all sorts of magic weapons downstairs." And I feel less any, but we talked her around, and then she only gave us one, but we talked her into. So we
you're
like
cutting out a
emptied
bit
that
now.
armory. Oh yeah.
Just a little
I
bit.
feel like, anyways, the woman was really stingy with the magic rewards, but we talked around, and we made David make us like 3 magic weapons, like right there.
Yeah, it was wait, was it more than a longsword and the pair of swords?
No,
Honestly, I
think
thought
he-
it was like 3 long swords,
Nick
and
is
then it
counting
turned
the
into
pair
like,
of swords as 2 weapons.
well, he gave me like a pair of swords that were like symbiotic of each other, and then he gave us like 4 options for different like variations of sword, and Troy picked the tree one.
And then renagged and took the ocean one.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I was
Anyway,
like,
and then she burned the place down.
And
Burying
Ren
the
walked out
swords.
with nothing.
Ren walked out with a mission complete,
Sort of.
but still no brick.
Oh, and
ale.
I think
We
we,
have the cask
forgot
of
the
ale.
very important thing of how Alfonso left.
Oh, yeah. How did he leave? What?
Left on a
Where
horse.
are we on the map? Yeah. Where are you, Alfonso? Woo!
Where is Alfonso?
Where did that pace now?
Oh
There we
shit!
go.
There's a horse.
Alfonso, where are you hiding? There you are. How do I make you go to the bottom? Oh, 2 back. There we go. Let's adjust this horse to the correct horse size. There's definitely not a person on it. Just you.
Is that like how the Transformers have a hologram of a driver when they're going around in vehicle mode?
Do they really?
Sure.
Yeah, they do.
Smart, I guess.
Gotta do it.
Soon, the cars.
Pretty sick car. Yeah, we also got a cask of ale. I
You guys
carried that one
imagine,
out
like,
myself.
The fucking like a Google self-automated transformer car. Just with like little white like that transforms into like the smallest transformer. It's like, hey guys.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Wait, David, did I just steal this horse and just like take off with it?
No, you didn't steal the horse. The horse was the horse had already become quite friendly with Yakamoto. You just walked over to her, was like, "Oh hey, here's a friendly horse. Peace."
All right, this horse is mine.
Yes.
This horse is mine.
Yes.
Alrighty.
It's an accurate description of that horse. Or currently? I don't know. We'll see. No. Okay, so let's move you guys over here. We're in the bottom right corner. So at the end of
Oh,
last
oh yeah,
session,
we were doing the whole. Are we waking up or where are we going? Oh yeah,
Who's
we have a
this,
camp. Sorry, I was in the
who's this
black. I was
Athos-looking
confused.
motherfucker?
That's a woman, actually.
Oh, my bad.
she's
Very
the
confusing.
Comment
the-
stands, motherfucker.
If you scroll up, you'll see some
the
interesting
Crimson Wizard
images.
from earlier.
You'll see a completely accurate image of what this woman looks like. If you
A
scroll
very
up in
accurate
the teal
image.
chat.
Actually, let me just like get the one that has her name. That is Naomi.
That is Naomi. Ah!
Let's just get the token that has a name instead of the token that doesn't have a name.
Oh my.
So we were all getting ready to go to sleep for the night, right?
Oh, we're going to sleep. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
and Creo busted out the cask of ale that we took from the house before it blew up.
Mhm.
And we're drinking.
Now, where are you there, Doctor? So the doctor was very interested in drinking all of his troubles away.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we forgot about his whole existential crisis.
So he found out at the end that that awful thing that he said was a passphrase.
We hear you chewing, Nick.
The
Oh,
house
sorry.
that you guys went into was Naomi and her husband. What was his name? Frederick. Their house. And when they built it to hide the fact that they had a child, the passphrase for them to get in past all of the animated armor and animated sword defenses was, "I would give up my vows for you." Now, some paladin just happened to say that. For, perfectly valid paladin reasons.
Go figure.
Go figure that, yeah. So after he went to leave, his floating sword friend returned to its post on the wall. And Naomi asked him, "How in the world did you guess that?" So he immediately dove into the good stuff with Kreia.
Yeah.
He actually went super deep into the basement without you guys, fighting off more and more zombies in his rage before stumbling upon the bar, which is how Kreia found the alcohol in the first place.
Just looking for Ottoman.
Nice.
Fucking guy just was going crazy in there.
And I did not realize that this happened, but I thought I still had like 3 or 4 more sessions worth of maps and encounters, but I did not. So I made this in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Please bear with the very roughness of it.
Well, that's fine.
Unacceptable.
So far.
Okay. So where were we? Right. We were all going to sleep, and if I recall correctly, the very last thing that happened was that Revan looked around because something felt off, and didn't notice what it was that made him feel off. Just that he felt sort of off. So who is starting the watch?
Did you mean Revan as in me? Or
You typed in as Revan. I totally meant Basilio. Thank you.
okay.
Sorry,
I wasn't
I
100%.
scrolled-
I'm like, wait.
Sorry, I scrolled up to see who had rolled it. Just as Revan. Sorry.
All good.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, that character seems cool. Okay. I noticed something. You say?
No, you just feel a little bit off.
Interesting.
Got a gut
I-
feeling.
I play a melodic tune. Yes, that'll put me into the right spirits. I pull out my violin.
Yeah, I go to the
Strike up
farthest
a
tent
tune.
away from Basilio. I'm going to sleep.
I shake my head and continue to play, undaunted. Do I feel better?
Give me a performance.
All right. No problem. I'm signed in. What's proficiency these days?
Proficiency is still 2. It'll go
It's
to
still
3 at
2.
level 5.
Okay, then someone want to roll a d20 plus 4 for me? I'm just loading the game right now, so.
Oops, -1, but yeah.
Okay. How about that, David?
You don't feel much better. You actually feel a little bit worse than you did before.
Oh.
You thought that playing your lute would make you feel better, and then as you do it, you've noticed that just without the egg of pride, your fingers just aren't landing where they used to, and everything just feels like it's a little bit off key.
Odd. This isn't normal. Weird.
So who would like to take the first night watch?
I guess I'll do it. Everybody wants to hear me keep playing, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah.
A pleasant bedtime melody.
Quite so. Does actually have beneficial properties as well. If we just short rest. If we're interrupted, this is good. Anyways. I'm watching now, David. What have you?
You hear regular forest sounds. You hear wolves howling. Actually, can you give me a survival?
Of course. I'm amazing at all things. If I can find my sheet, that'll make things easier. Bum, bum, bum. I get +1 from Jack of all trades.
Okay. So you notice that these wolf howls is not like the howling of wolf. It's not like a ho ho ho. It's more like ho.
Well, do I know what that means? Like they're hunting or they're upset or
They seem to just lack all energy.
so it's not something I've ever heard before, is what you're like. It's like a weird. Unique.
No, it's a very weird sound.
Well, to the nearest person, I start telling them about when I lived with the elves, and they taught me about animals. And I tell them that this seems odd. I don't know if anybody's awake of the party. I'll talk to the wizard.
Can you imagine?
So you
Wake up! The elves, I tell you.
So she just shakes her head and she says, "It's just wolves. Go back to sleep."
I shrug. Who are these people?
Which
These
people?
knights.
The animated armors are
Oh,
armor that is
okay.
animated.
Got it, gotcha. Okay. Huh. Alright, well, I shrug and continue to play music and watch.
Okay.
Low energy wolves. Nah.
Okay. Who is the second watch for the night?
I guess I can take the second watch.
Ah. Good man there, Ren.
Dwarves rise early. Not dwarves, gnomes.
Ah, I've heard such
Oh.
things.
What would you like to do in your second watch?
I sit in this tree.
Oh, God. I will just sit and watch,
Okay.
not looking for anything in particular.
Can I get a perception?
Let me bring that thing up. Thing with the stuff on it.
Oh, I mentioned the low energy wolves to Ren. You're a druid, right?
I am.
What would
Do I
you
know
make of wolf howls being low energy? Maybe roll an investigation for that.
Yeah, that would make sense because I don't know anything about wolves.
Yeah. But you're a druid, so you might.
So I'm rolling perception.
Whoa. You roll perception for David's question,
perception
and then
Yeah.
for what do you notice, and then you should okay.
and then either nature or investigation based on what
Uh,
David thinks for
so
my
you-
question. My guy's just an idiot. Like I
I'll
think
give
I have
investigation.
6 intelligence, so I'm like, you know what? No. Nobody's gonna help me, then I'm not taking this further.
Investigation. 6. Nice.
Excellent. Good thing I came to you.
So you also hear Notice that as the night is getting, you're hearing a distinct doom.
Hmm?
It
Broke up a bit
Hearing
there.
what? Sorry.
What was that?
You're hearing a lack of many of the forest animals that you're used to, and you find things eerily quiet. You hear much more of the small waves in the river nearby than you do of any birds chirping or of any night sounds.
A what? Sorry. At the end there.
You don't hear any owls hooting or anything like that.
Well, damn.
Is that weird?
Uh,
I know.
I do not know.
Sorry for putting you on the spot there, Mr. Druid. Mr. DM, is that weird?
Quite. The
Okay.
druid would find that quite weird.
It is quite weird.
Huh.
Oh,
Huh.
I can
Interesting.
speak to small animals. I believe. Are wolves considered small? Can I just howl at them?
Wolves are not considered small animals, so you could
Okay.
howl at them if you wanted to use a wild shape charge. That would ruin your long rest, and you wouldn't get the benefits of a long rest, though.
I will not do that. That's fine.
Okay. You've noticed the sounds of the wolves have mostly dissipated as the end of your shift draws nearer. We have one more lookout shift before morning rises. Will it be Prayer or will it be Alfonso?
I could take it. I'm
Okay.
pretty perceptive. So Cray's gonna wake up. Not. She might not be totally drunk anymore. It's been 4 hours, but she's more comfortable kind of out in the forest than at this packed-in camp. So she's just gonna like patrol slowly and just go for a walk, contemplate life, and check out the surroundings. And perception would be... that.
Okay. So as you go and look around at your surroundings, you go for a little bit of a jog around. You also notice that things seem eerily quiet as the sun is rising.
Well,
You look around, you don't seem to notice any birds in the trees. You don't seem to notice any squirrels or small creatures running around. Everything just feels eerie, like on the edge of a hair. Or not the edge of, like on the edge of a...
knife?
Yes, thank you.
Ah.
Like things are just
Well,
about to collapse. It feels much like it did on the Sword Coast right before a storm came.
huh. A little bit unnerving. But these lands are also plagued by undead. I could see how they could drive out wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
I could roll in
Okay.
nature to see if I understand that, but maybe I should. I have a proficiency in nature, though my intelligence is shite. Well, I don't know. It's quiet. At least there's no shambling death headed towards us. I'll head back to camp. Reaffirm, yeah, it's really quiet out there. Kind of unnerving, actually. I don't like it here. There's no nature.
So
Wait, I think we lost the beginning of that. You're cutting out.
yeah, I also got disconnected from Roll20, but that's fine. I'm
Oh.
reconnecting.
Whole internet shit you.
Yeah. You feel very unnerved. So as you wake up, what would you like to do?
Everybody's stirring.
Yeah,
Everybody's fourth
stirring
level?
to wake up. Yep, everyone is
Everybody's,
fourth level, full
Big ol'
health, all of that
full
jazz.
badass.
Has half of their hit dice back. Had they spent them? Yeah,
Yeah,
regular
oh yeah.
long rest stuff.
Did I spend any? I wonder. Either way. Well, I wanna gather all the compadres up. Not the crazy bearded lady, but the homies. And I want to say that I don't think I'm going to continue on with you all on this quest.
Hmm?
Where are
Kreia,
you going?
whatever do you mean?
Like this, throwing all in against a lich, like this is not what I signed on for, and I'm not looking for glory.
Well, what did you sign on for?
Just to see the world.
Well, by
And,
my estimation,
I fear
quite a
that
good
I
way.
won't see much more of it if we head headlong into this death pit. Nothing personal, but
We need to stop the lich. You must
you
help.
need to stop the lich.
Only
well,
I-
the lich seems to be the bane upon the land. I see no way to avoid said lich if we continue to live among these people.
You're just giving up?
Aye. I don't think I will continue to live among these people. I'm going to continue wandering.
But the dead will find you wherever you go.
You underestimate the land's vastness, young druid. No, you may be older than I am. Little druid,
Well-
I should have said.
If your desire is to see the land
Young
and not
druid.
this land, then I
good.
cannot ask you to stay in all good faith. But pray do tell me,
Old young
good
man.
Kreia, are you afraid of this enemy we approach?
I am.
Uh,
I am afraid. And I just don't want to risk my life for this cause.
What will you do in the meantime, then?
As I said, I think I need to continue wandering the land. Maybe head south. It's nothing personal. You've been the best traveling companions a centaur could ask for. Truly.
Well, by my estimation, I look at the wizards and I look at you. Your course is more my course than these people. I smile widely.
Nay, I would not take you away from your glory, Basilio. You have many tales to tell. But they will be your tales.
So game aside, do you want me to try to convince you to stay, or do you want to make this character leave the campaign?
Yeah, meta-wise, Kreia's leaving.
Okay, that's fair then. Then I'm back to Basilio. Then it's a great sadness to see you depart, my friend Kreia. But I do understand. I stand up and I bow graciously. It's been a pleasure being your companion for these long weeks or months. I don't know the time. Time seems to elude me.
I think there was it's been a couple days of fighting, maybe a couple
yeah, it
weeks,
really
but then there was a
hasn't been
big
very
time
long
skip.
at all.
There was
Yeah,
a time
I-
skip for the solo adventures, but
Yeah,
maybe it's
a
been
week.
a month
A
or
week.
two. I don't know what it was. But,
It's been a month and a half.
Well,
Okay.
it feels like much longer.
Aye. The pitched battles. Well, pray that you ever head south. I will hear the sound of your voice, no doubt.
See if the tails make it all the way down there.
Indeed. I'll be listening.
Not likely.
And with that, I also want to approach Naomi and return her sword. Because I don't feel right keeping it if it's not being used against your enemy. It would be disingenuous of me to take this. So I hand it back to Naomi.
She looks at it and says, "Ugh."
Well,
Thank
I
you.
know.
I feel like I'm getting flashbacks of my time with my husband and how many of his swords he made me carry. So she sticks it into a little pouch that's on her waist, and you watch as the entire sword just disappears into the pouch, and then she zips the pouch back up.
All right. Well, with that, Kreia's gonna shake everyone's hand and hit the old dusty trail.
Fucking Kreia. Leaving us.
No, yeah, our last
You're gonna carry me out
conversation.
of battle now.
When you go to say goodbye, I'm like, Kreia, a question that's always been in my mind. You are the first centaur that I've ever met. Is there other of your kind? Or do you mate with other horses? I apologize if that's an insult. But I have to know.
No. Well, I guess if there's anyone to set straight, it should be one whose word will travel to so many ears. But no, there are centaur tribes. I hail from a particular tribe down south in the Wildath, but I left them because they're very narrow-minded, and I needed to see more. Most centaur are not as accepting of civilized races as I am, or as I sought to be.
Fair enough. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. And do seek us out if you do come back this way. Starting all my words
I
here.
will be sure to. May we meet again.
Aye. Indeed. Good luck to you in your travels.
So
I
as
shall
you are-
write great ballads of you. Pull out my violin
So,
and saunter off.
as you're leaving, Dr. Ottoman says this seems like as good a time as any, but I think I also have some soul searching to do, so I might as well join you for most of the way.
Seems our party is growing thin in numbers there. Well, at least we have each other still, Alfonso. Huh? I smile widely at him. Tilt my head. Huh?
God.
It's amazing.
Uh,
I
actually,
didn't hear
at
the
level-
sigh. I don't know if he heard that. Yeah. Oh, he's rolling an attack roll. Excellent.
I'm totally ready for it. I know. Oh, Alfonso.
That's amazing.
We do have fun, don't we? I just dust it off. I stand up like just nonchalantly, like he didn't attack me.
Oh yes, I love our fun together.
That is quite the repartee. Anyways, we should see to our guests. Not noticing your eye roll, I'm sure.
I don't think Vasilio understands what an eye roll is.
Yeah. He's got a vague idea.
He just thinks you're checking him out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
God.
pretty much. I actually do have pretty good insight. My wisdom is okay. My intelligence is like rock bottom. So, like I kind of understand people, but I could never explain it. Right. In my mind, I'm like that kind of makes you a good performer, right? You just like get up there, no shame, pretty good insight on what people want.
Well, shit. What do we even do now? We've lost so many people.
Now we killed a lich, obviously.
Duh.
Easy
I'm
peasy.
down. Let's go.
Anyways, Alfonso, we've been basically like waiting for you to tell us that the lich killing was maybe a bad idea. But last session we were like, well, neither of us are really smart enough to understand the gravity of fighting a lich, so
It's
let's
a fucking
help.
terrible idea to try and chase down a lich as we are right now. Like, it's actually the worst idea.
So we should
So
discuss
as
that.
you're
right now.
replying with
There's
a
no
terrible
other
idea, Naomi's is going to pipe in and say, "Well, he is mortally wounded."
How do you know this?
Well,
Mortally wounded. A lich, though, is some sort of undead creature. I believe mortally wounded is an odd term for such a thing.
Well, in the great battle of the... There was a name of this swamp.
That's a good swamp.
The Crusade managed to seriously wound the Lich. And we did so with with some extremely powerful radiant magic. He shouldn't be able to heal. Don't you think it's odd that a lich is running away and trying to hide and rebuild his phylactery? Don't you think he might have a need for that phylactery?
Is he? Do we know?
Onward!
Did we know that? I didn't. I guess. Did we
Ren-
know that he
Ren
was
knows.
rebuilding his phylactery?
Ren.
Ren
does.
does.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
Ren told you.
because that's what they wanted the brick for.
Phylactery. Okay. I mean, Alfonso, does that seem like a good idea?
That in a session or something? Because I thought they were absorbing pieces of like his phylactery or something. I didn't know they were trying to rebuild it. When
I believe the brick is part of
Uh,
the tower,
the
which
tower,
is the phylactery,
Yeah,
which is damaged. His
Okay,
phylactery
so
is the
they're-
full tower.
so they're trying to rebuild the tower. Okay, I thought they were just absorbing like the essence from the brick.
no,
No, it was just when he picked up part of the lich's phylactery, he felt power surge through him, as he is a creature made by the lich.
Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Mm.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so we-
No, if he's in a weakened state, then I mean we could theoretically investigate at least.
might be the best. We'll see what's going on,
And
and then
So,
kill
like,
the lich.
my guy's like
It's
got his
still-
like hand in his chin,
Still,
like, thinking hard.
it's still not a charge situation. It's like a stay as far away as possible while gathering information situation. But if
Mm.
Aim
there's a
small.
chance,
They
then
won't
maybe.
notice me.
I'm nodding
Well,
my
how do you
head
know?
as you guys are talking.
It's still a terrible, dangerous idea, but it's less terrible than trying to fight an actual fully powered lich.
I'm interesting, but my thoughts. Isn't the phylactery fully built now that they have the last brick? I like look at the wizard.
because they were still building it.
Oh, so there's other bricks to obtain.
No,
That's usually
no, they
how
have them
building
all,
works.
but we don't quite have. What was I going to say here? We don't really have much time because we have to get there before he finishes building the whole thing there.
We could be walking into a trap.
Wow, very good, Vasilio. Very
We
good.
can't risk not going though.
I'm like nodding and smiling, not catching the sarcasm at all. I'm like, yeah. All right, let's roll some hit dice.
Wow, you only hit to your HP.
Yeah, and big money. Fuck.
I mean, it's average roll. That's good.
Is it? Isn't it 5? If I were to average it.
Well, yeah, if you're going by the standard average, because
Yeah.
it's half your hit dice plus 1.
Yeah. All right. So, whatever. I'm at 22 now. Man, we got a cantrip. Forgot. All right. Well, then you convinced me. And from what I've seen, we're badass. I mean, it's unfortunate we'll lose Dr. Ottoman and Kreia, but I think we can still kill the Lich.
Yeah, we can do it. It's fine. It'll be fine. We'll just go check it out first.
Exactly.
See how the progress is coming on that tower, and move accordingly from there.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
I don't
we-
remember 100%, but Syndragosa was somehow involved with this as well, right?
Uncertain. All that you know is that she is defrosting under the mountain.
I think that was a unique threat. That's what the orcs were worried about, but then we kind of left that line to go pursue this one.
Okay, I thought they were kind of intertwined.
The
Well,
Lich
either way,
Who
is more
knows?
important at the moment.
I don't want to make a comment on whether or not they're intertwined. I'm sorry. You don't know of them being intertwined. Would be.
All right.
Well.
Well, I can't deny that I'm not somewhat interested in finding everything out about this as I can, given that I had them talking to me in my brain. It's a little fucking weird. So I'd at least like to know what's going on for sure.
Very interesting abjuration cantrips.
You like those?
Okay. Oof. Ooh. Speaking about abjuring, would you like to put your miniature tent away?
What?
The
Whose was that?
the instant hut.
That's not mine.
I thought it
Whose
was.
hut is this? Who
It's
left their hut
it's
here?
all of your hut. You got this hut from Meghar.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Rem was carrying it, was he not?
I was pretty
Oh, I
sure he
got the
was.
staff.
I was like 70% sure it was Red's hut.
I've never seen this hut before.
I've put it every time we've been sleeping. I put it on the map.
I'm pretty
I
sure
did
someone
not
else
know
was
we
carrying
haven't
this
been
hut.
sleeping that much.
Completely
I think it's
oblivious to the magic of the hut.
Okay, well, put your hut away.
I'll take the damn hut.
Oops.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you pitching again, Ren?
You get swords there.
Every morning with this
and
shit.
I get a hut. Cool.
I think Jaleel likes him so much.
What? What about me?
Getting excited about pitching a hut every
Oh,
morning.
God.
well, yeah.
Pitching Mad Hut. Mad Hut.
Can't help it, man. It's what it is.
Oh. So, as you guys wake up and you start putting your hut away, you continue to hear the howling of wolves. And this strikes all of you that heard them at night as very odd, because normally they'll only be howling either at the moon or when they are actively hunting.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to turn to Vasily. I'm like, you care to explain that at all?
Wait, what's happening?
The wolves howling.
Oh, I shrug. I mean, as far as I know, it's nothing I ever heard. And when I lived with the elves, they did tell me about animals. I mean, they seem low energy. I couldn't tell you more. Sadly, I'm not a ranger.
They seemed low energy.
I'd like to
Okay.
ask the wizard if she's ever seen anything like this before. The
She said
wolves.
no.
Like what? Undead wolves? Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you know what they sound like? Come on, guys.
Damn. Not up to speed here.
Well, no, but the people on guard last night heard quote unquote low energy wolves in an area known to be infested with undead. They didn't think to say anything about it.
I thought they were just, economical friendly. Eco-friendly. Yeah.
Were they not afraid of being
Low
attacked
energy.
by these wolves?
I would kind of assume that Basilia probably would have went up to try and pet it.
I shrug. Most likely. Had I seen it. I can't deny that.
All right. Well, with the knowledge that there's wolves close by, I think we should take a quick look around just to see what we can find, how many there were, if they were close to us at all.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe some
You
as a
hear
group.
the howling to the north.
Does it sound like it's very close, or is it like a far off howl?
It sounds like it is getting. It sounds like it is getting.
Which way is the tower?
Also north.
Cool. Do we want to just fight the wolves and meet them head on, or do we want to try and flank them? come from the side or something.
Why are we killing wolves?
Because they're undead wolves.
Undead.
Oh,
We
they're
gotta get to
Running
the
at
tower.
us.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I'm reading spells. My bad. Did not realize I was with you at the wolves. I didn't realize they're undead. Yes. I don't know what you guys think. How many wolves?
You don't see any yet.
Oh,
You just
How
hear.
many does it sound like?
Sounds like at least 2 because you hear 2 howls going over each other.
then yeah, let's flank them. Let's scout them out. That seems smart.
Hide in some bushes and trees and wait for them to come.
I just heard words from Basilio that make me very scared. We should probably just run.
I raise an eyebrow.
That sounds smart. Probably not.
And I shrug. Well, whatever you guys want to do.
All right. Well, we should probably get into some sort of. Is there anywhere around that looks like it's a decent lookout spot to see if we can actually lay eyes on them?
No, you're in a fairly flat valley that is around a riverbed and a little creek.
Yeah. How tall are the trees?
They're fairly small. You'd be able to walk through them. They're just little saplings.
Oh, okay.
I have a plan. I'll bait them in by becoming a giant goat. It worked last time with Kreia.
I look
It's
at
a
Alfonso
fantastic
and
plan.
I'm like,
All right, Naomi, what do you suggest? Should we just try and take care of them, or should we just try and avoid them?
is that the wizard?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Naomi.
Oh, sorry. Naomi just kind of shrugs and says, "They're just undead wolves, guys." And then she looks at you and she begins to actually take measure of you, and she's like, "You're not."
Or not what?
Ooh, I gotta find the Crimson Crusade again.
Where's the Crimson Crusade? Aren't they to the north?
Some of them were still left to the north. You know, fight all undead at all costs and all that.
So is that where the rest of your crew is?
Yeah, just to the northwest is the last place I'd heard of them. They were going to try to take the old.
Okay. Well, if this is no
fight
big
the
deal
undead
to
on their
you,
turf.
then why don't you lead the way there?
No, the NPC will not lead the way.
Motherfucker.
I've been sorry guys. I've been very strict about NPCs don't fight because there is no. I really don't want to have a DM PC. So NPCs will never help you with fights.
Okay.
All right. Well, we may as well head towards the northwest in hopes of finding some of the Crimson Crusade. And if we have to fight wolves along the way, we have to fight wolves along the way.
I call dibs on the horse.
Fuck no, that's my horse, sir.
If you want to, you can wild shape into a horse.
Not worth it.
You'll
Ren will
also
walk.
notice that only one of you is able to move the horse, and it's not Ren.
Damn.
Oh, there we go. Should be able to join these together, right?
I think you can just click and drag over both of them, and you should be able to move them both at the same time, right?
Aha, there we go. I got it.
Yeah. Oh god.
Wait, why are you on the horse like that?
Because it locked me to that spot.
There you
If you
go.
hold Alt, you can.
I
free
got
move.
it. I got it. And I
Oh,
grouped it.
okay.
So you should just be able to move the group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, where'd the horse go?
Should we follow the road, or How well can that? Oh, I guess we're in a plane, so it doesn't really.
Doesn't really matter now.
No.
Just head northwest, and whatever happens, happens. I guess.
Vasilio,
Basilio can
like
lead the
you to
way.
lead the way. Yeah.
Of course.
Have the best eyes out of all of us. You're an archer, right?
Why, thank you, Ren. I do believe my eyesight is superior to most men. I shall use it to our heed.
Your dumb
Plus-
luck it definitely exceeds most men.
You have the height over me.
You are a funny one, Alfonso. Come now. All right.
Okay. So as you guys continue on hearing the wolves howl, you notice that it's beginning to get behind you as well. So it's more to your northeast. But it's also continuing to get closer and closer with every step you take.
Cool.
Oh, this is fine.
It's getting closer behind us?
Closer to you, but it's coming from
It
Like,
sounds more like it's
this
over
way.
here now, as opposed to
something like-
like straight up above us.
Hmm.
So she's just gonna chill down here and just warm her hands by the fire. Cool.
Yep, yeah, something like that.
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Freaking wizards.
Freaking
Onward.
wizards, eh?
So as you turn this corner, what in the world is
What the
going
hell
on?
is going on here?
Okay, I got it clearly bad. Grouping is clearly a bad choice. Okay. There. That's better. Grouping is a bad option. Never click the group button.
Yeah, it really just is annoying. Anyways.
Well,
Mm.
so I still don't fully understand how the level up works. It says words and there's numbers here. I understand the spells, but all the numbers in the player sheet, very confusing stuff there.
Do you mean like the HP?
Well, the HP, I know that I just kind of get like the 5 health
Plus your con or whatever that is.
plus the what?
Con. Oh, you mean your table?
So there are like the actual stats, and then there's bonuses to the stats, right? And so for every 2 stat points, you get a +1 bonus.
Okay.
And so when you level up, you can either choose to do +2 to your stats, creating a +1 bonus, or
Yeah.
you can.
Is that for every level or just
That is for only level 4, 8, and 12. It's always
Okay,
it's the
cool.
same for all characters at 4, 8, and 12. It's specific to classes and for all the other levels, basically.
So if I were to give myself +2 more wisdom, it would up my sort of bonus. Would
By
that change
+1.
anything in the
In that-
skills?
It would change all of the skills that are associated with wisdom. So if you look
Oh,
at
and they
the
go up by
character sheet,
1.
yes.
Yeah.
It also allows you to prepare an extra spell as a druid as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it increases your prepared spells, it increases your attack bonus, so like your
what
aiming.
level of prepared spell? Just one more of each, or
It
Just one
allows you
extra
to prepare
prepared
one
spell.
extra. Yeah, so your prepared
Of-
spells are based in your wisdom bonus. So if your wisdom bonus goes up by +1, you can have one more spell ready at the end of the day. Follow?
so the numbers here then?
Yeah, so I have 14 wisdom, which creates +2.
No, so I get that, but like,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just looking at the thing online here for what the druid gets at each level, right?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it shows like how many known cantrips, first level spells, and second level spells.
Yeah, so you follow the chart to level 4, and that's how many you get. So some people go and get an extra cantrip up 4, some don't. It depends.
So
But everyone does the stat part at level 4. That's why I know what druids are. Otherwise, everything should be specific to druids. Here, I'll look it up for you.
how does the druid spells like? Because can I only prepare?
So at
4?
level 4, you have
Yeah.
3 known cantrips, 4 first level spells, and
Yeah.
3 second level spells. And so what that means is that's how many slots you have, not how many
Okay.
spells you know. So these you should think
Okay.
of these basically your ammunition, right?
Yeah.
So you're
yeah,
allowed to load like 4 1 pistols and 3
Yeah.
level 2 pistols.
Okay.
And of those
then I can
pistols, you can choose what spells to fire out of them.
Okay, and I get my druid level plus the wisdom there.
When you prepare your spells and choose,
Yeah.
like each time you rest as a druid, you get to choose what spells you want to have ready to go.
yeah.
You have to
yeah,
pick on that rest. And so in that phase, you can only pick so many. But because your wisdom goes up, you get to pick more. And you can use them in any different variety based on the
Yeah.
slots that you have available.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then that just
So having 5, 6, 7 spells known doesn't change your slots.
no. So I could only know those like for second level spells. I could only know those 3 second level spells.
Exactly. And so
Could I
like
cast the same second level spell 6 times or
if
7
you had
times?
6 slots for it, yes. So you say you know 10 spells and you have up to 3rd level slots.
Yeah.
Of those 10 spells, most of them can be fired. All of them can be fired using a 3rd level slot. The 1s can be upgraded. The 3rds can be fired using that one. The 2s can be upgraded to a 3rd. But the level 1 slot can only fire the level 1 spells. And so you got to
Yeah.
spread out your spells known so that you're able to fire 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of complicated until you grasp it, and then you're like, oh, duh. You move
It's
forward a
just,
little
like,
bit quicker.
sorta-
But like,
you wanna
it's
have a
the
mix
same for
between them
every
all.
caster, except the way you know and learn spells. Each caster learns spells differently.
Yeah.
And
So
so druids learn them each time they rest. They can swap them out, change them,
Yeah.
and get new ones, like a cleric.
yeah. So I kind of understood that off the bat. The
Mhm.
main thing is like, so I can know 3 second level spells. Can I cast, any of those 3 second level spells up to, my druid level plus?
All right, let's do this. What are your spells right now?
We were resting, so I haven't quite prepared all of them.
Oh, okay. So you get to pick what you would need, and each time you get to prepare. So, like, now that you're level 4, you have 4 first slots and 3 second level slots.
Yeah.
And so I would grab like 2 level 3 or level 2 spells, and then the rest would be level 1s, kind of thing. And just however you want to prepare, you just grab whatever you need, 1 and 2, really. Make sure you grab 1 and 2 so you can fire both, but then just grab whatever else you need based on how many you can learn. It's a little trickier when you're a sorcerer or a bard because you can't change every rest. You have to pick it once and it's stuck.
Yeah.
The fact that you get to pick it every time, really just pick what you need. Like, you're going to fight undead, pick shit that fights undead.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah. But just like, so I have the, my druid level's 4, right?
Mm.
And just, taking the wisdom and everything out of that. So say I have the 4 spell slots. Could I use all 4 spell slots on like use each slot to cast the same level of spell sort of thing? So if I only wanted to cast second level spells, I could.
Okay,
Or
so say you have, you can use upper level slots on lower level spells, but you can't use upper level spells with lower slots.
yes.
All right. So if you have Cure Wounds and you have 4 1s and 3 2s, you could cast Cure Wounds 7 times. Is that answering your question?
Okay. Now.
You could cast it 3 times at second level and then 4 times at first level. And blow all your magic using Cure Wound. Or any other spell.
Okay.
Okay.
Slightly
Am I
confused,
answering the
but that
question
makes
properly? You guys following this?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna smoke some weed. You got
Took a lot out of you.
I just don't know what more I have to give. If
No, I
you
feel-
can't get it,
yeah.
I'm done.
I feel like you've correctly said everything. I don't know how to. What else? What are your other questions, Ashton?
I just so you prepare spells. I understand that.
So you pick from your list a certain number of spells every morning.
Yeah, and that would be like 4 first level spells and 3 second level spells.
No, so that's
No.
how many spells you get to cast. So your prepared list is totally different. So
You
you
can
get
do
a
whatever you
certain number
want.
of spells you get to choose from, and then you get 4 uses of a spell at first level and 3 uses of a spell at second level.
Oh,
So
so
you
you can
could-
only prepare
wanted to
spells
only
up
prepare-
to
The level you can cast, yeah.
But they can all
Uh,
be second level spells if you want. But
Yeah,
it would
and
be
then
Okay,
you would
awkward.
never
okay,
be
so
able to
I was
use your
thinking
first
of
level
it
spell slot.
the other way there. Like it where like you can prepare 4 first level spells but only cast up to your druid level there.
Oh, the reverse.
Yeah. Yeah, where I understand now. This makes so much sense. Okay. We're on the same page.
So as the howling gets louder, seconds matter. So I'm going to need initiative, and we're going to move in initiative order.
But I'm 3. Oh, it changes everything automatically. Hot damn.
Yeah, I really like the built-in character sheets.
Yeah, that makes it so much easier for my sake and your guys' sake. Trying to have having to explain all that shit to me too, it'd be wild.
And it's really good for making quick enemies. I definitely had Undead Wolves planned before asking you guys about how the night went. For sure. But yeah, I love how I can. I knew that I wanted to use Undead Wolves. I can look up an Undead Wolf and I can put it together while I'm asking you guys to listen to the Undead Wolves. Like I like how ridiculously easy this system makes it for me. So Nick is outside, right? He just went to smoke. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here. I've been listening the whole time.
Oh, okay. Nick is still here. Okay. He's also first in initiative
Yeah.
order because he is a very quick bard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick and ready.
On legs.
Follow
So-
me, boys.
What's your act?
I draw out my short bow. And save the day.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite move.
Mine
I
too.
wish I knew that
Save the
spell.
day or short bow?
Save the day, obviously.
You will note that today is the 23rd of autumn, and you have saved that in your mind for the future.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good day to save everyone.
Good turn. Good turn.
That's it. Alright.
I mean, you're allowed to move if you want.
Yeah, you can move. You could move. Your action was saving the day. It took a lot of mental effort to know what day it was.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my god.
Alright, I run up here.
Alright, I'm gonna get some fucking sake. That's it.
Duck low. Like a badass. I look around.
Did he not? Did he not request to save the day?
I didn't
Yes,
realize it was
he
an action.
did.
It's just my natural occurrence. So, does this egg thing still?
Sorry, Nick, you cut out.
Does the egg amulet still do anything?
No, all of its effects are gone.
Oh,
It's hacked.
Okay.
It's just a broken egg.
I'm surprised I can't see in the dark. Oh well.
As the sun is rising to the east, you can't see terribly well in that direction because you are looking straight into the sun. So that's why you have only 40 feet of vision, because the sun is rising right in your face.
All right. I put my hand over my eyes.
You've already used your action to say what day it is.
Hey, that should be a free action. Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure blinding yourself is a free action.
Vasilio equips his hand.
Yeah, I raised my hand over my eyes. How was my vision?
A little bit further.
Excellent. Oh, wow. Fuck. Going west, it's good.
That's east.
Is it?
That
right,
intelligence score. Oh.
Oh
Is
my
it-
god.
Today's a good day.
Oof.
God.
Anyways,
All right, this tree
that's my
thing.
turn.
Wait, what?
Whatever
It has how? Okay. I didn't realize what I put on the map.
That's a lot of movement.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't realize the scale of my map until afterwards.
I don't know if it's like this for anyone else, but Alfonso is the only name that I see.
Yeah, same with me. I don't know why.
Oh, the
I
only
guess
one
I
Sneaky
forgot to
tokens.
I can't
click on
Sneaky.
see.
is Basilio.
I guess you could see
Oh.
yourself. Not bad.
It's so weird because everyone could. I don't know why it keeps resetting like that.
Maybe it's just the copy pastes. I don't know.
It must be. Because everyone could see his Ren's health bar, but not his name. And like, I don't feel like that's a thing that I would have ever done.
It's because Ren's so small. His name doesn't
Yeah, that's
matter.
probably not intentional, right?
But rushing forwards,
Uh-oh.
uh,
Oh, no.
you see the undead wolves. Letting out just an awful alerting the others that he's found his quarry.
That is awful.
Found his quarry.
That is awful.
You missed.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
10.
Good start. Good start.
Your horse has a movement of 40.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's cool. I can just chill here.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You can
I
do
just
druid
picture,
stuff.
like everyone walking places and Ren trying to like run to keep up and he just can't.
With his short, stubby little legs.
Yeah, grunting and like ah, shit.
So you notice the next wolf also just rushing in towards you. The howling becomes synchronized as they do.
Well, shit.
Ren, you're up.
Is there there's just the two there?
Yep.
That you can see.
Cool. Let's see here. For things I can transform into, would I have ever seen an ape?
No.
Okay. Here it is.
What?
I will transform into a bear.
I thought you said okay, there it is. I'm like, are you
Oh.
just like you're just like have I seen an ape?
Just like, there it is. Yeah, there was an ape.
And I see one.
I I can still move, right, as a bear?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, good. There we go. Sorry, it wasn't letting me grab the bear.
Is shapeshift a bonus action or is it an action?
It's an action.
it's an action unless you're
The
of
other
the-
kind.
Druid of the Wild or whatever it is.
Druid of the Moon, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna like treat a little bit here. Oh, maybe sort of. Yeah, that'll be fine.
They're wolves. Just run at them. Be scared of the big bear.
But I can't attack here, so it's kind of. If I could sort of.
Yeah,
I
but they'll be
know.
attacking you and not me.
Well, that's why I'm gonna stand in between you. I have a plan. Cool. I guess we'll ready. Oh, I can't ready anything. We're fine. I will be here, existing. That's where I shall end.
Okay. You see another wolf rushing in, getting in beside his companion. They all look at you with a hunger that seems to never, like an insatiable hunger. Vasilia, what would you like to do?
Didn't he ready his short bow to attack something?
No, he drew his short bow.
Oh.
And then you
Cover
guys
his
wanted me to give
eyes.
him a second free action to put his hand up over his eyes. I'm being very generous.
Oh, yeah, I'm mute. I don't think you're really being that generous, but okay. I think you took my full action to save the day, air quotes. And then I had to fight you for a hand holding in my eyes. So I will probably kill the wolf with my bow. Thank you very much.
You're killing him.
Who's
You're
expecting?
killing
Good.
him.
Good, that was my intention.
That sounds like a
Short bow
dying
attack.
wolf.
Oh, you connect.
Perfect. Damn right I connect. Strain his eye. Fear not, Alfonso. I'll handle these.
Which wolf?
This one,
All of them, obviously.
Can I get damage?
of course.
So your shot to the eye scratches across it. You notice just a chunk of flesh falling out, but it seems unfazed and continuing in its hunger.
These hounds don't seem to fear pain. I will step back. After seeing it not regard my attack, I'll give it a wide berth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I go. Here. Whoop.
What was that attack roll?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, some NPC up the road just got absolutely destroyed.
That's probably my shadow.
So this
Being
wolf
awesome.
will take his dash to rush right up to this bear.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Bear.
Alfonso, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'll firebolt at the one that the stupid bird shot at.
The
Oh,
one that the
great.
stupid bird hit, you mean? Unlike some intellectual wizard I know. Alfonso, I'm burning you. If you didn't catch that. Unlike your firebolt.
Did he just
Oh,
rotate
snap.
towards Vasilio?
Can I get some
Alfonso,
vision?
it's a joke. It's a joke, I swear.
Some what? Sorry?
Some vision?
I don't know. I don't know if you get that or not. That feels like.
Hey, my hand's not over my eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course then.
You should try it
Awesome.
then.
Oh, hey, look at that. There's people up there. What do you know?
They're the same color as the grid. They made the grid!
Nice.
They are the grid. Do these three look to be together, or are they fighting with each other?
They look to be together.
Okay.
They seem to be having a little bit of an argument over breakfast.
Interesting.
Wow.
Quick, let's put
But-
David on the spot again and see what else he does.
But otherwise, they don't seem to be hostile towards each other.
All right, cool. That's my turn.
Okay. So this wolf will rush up towards Ren. Brrr. And because he is a wolf, have advantage on his bite. And the 23 definitely hits a bear.
Yeah. It's fine.
For 10 damage.
Hey, do I get a health bar here?
Yep.
Yeah,
The
35?
bear's health is bear. Character sheet is 34.
10?
Yeah, so you're at 24 or 34.
Cool. That gonna... No,
There you
that
go.
doesn't... Okay, it does show. Cool. Nice. I'm gonna fuck up some wolves.
Oh, it doesn't show for me. But I guess as long as you can see it, that's all that really matters.
Yeah,
Okay, guys.
especially for the
Jeez,
Yeah.
animal health as
it's
well.
killing me.
It's because you're
Come on,
killing
dude,
Ren.
make the map while we're exploring it, as well as take care of everything else. Come on, keep up.
God.
I
Which,
just realized the scale of this map, and I feel like it should be like in my mind it was 4 times as big.
hmm
Just like I'm just looking at the distances now, and I'm like, oh, I did not scale this appropriately.
Yeah, it's a pretty small lake.
Yeah. So it's a little tiny lake.
It's a pond, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I too have had to expand a map into MS Paint in the middle of a session.
Okay. I'm gonna fuck up the weakest looking wolf, the one that the other two attacked.
Okay,
Yeah, that
That's,
damage. That's for me.
this one over here.
Oh. Yeah, I can't make it that far. I'm gonna fuck up the one right in front of me.
Okay, good choice.
I don't know. It seems less than ideal.
Oh, that just tells it what it does. Cool.
Okay, you miss with your bite, but you connect with your claws.
Jesus.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
2. You almost
thing
maxed that
ex-
roll. Holy
Like
shit.
explode into a million pieces.
No, you do manage to claw off a big chunk of its flesh, but just a chunk.
How much damage does claws do? 3d6?
2d6
2d6.
plus 4. Yeah, he just got a 6 and a 5 with 2d6.
Wow.
It's just very lucky.
Ren's a fucking weapon.
Yeah,
Damn.
he hasn't been a bear in a while, so like, he's been waiting for this.
Finally reclaimed at level 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can move. Cool. I probably shouldn't move because I'll be taking 2 hits. I will stay. This is fine. Yeah, that'll be all.
Okay. Then the one wolf that has not yet surrounded you will surround you. And he will also make an attempt to bite you.
Cool.
And again with advantage because he has a wolf beside him.
Oh, I didn't know that's how wolves work. Cool. That's a neat mechanic.
For 10 damage. At least they're consistent. See, these wolves, 2d6 is 6. Good wolf. 2d6, actually, exactly the same damage as a bear. just you got considerably lucky.
They don't get the multi-attack though, right?
No, this one does not.
What's going on there?
What's going on where?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
very quiet.
Sometimes things are quiet, you know? Vasilia, you're up.
Excellent. Ren, you're surrounded. Alfonso, we have to help him. Turn back. And I stow my bow. And then I draw the fangs of the lynx. My enchanted blades acquired from the house. And I charge this wolf. And then I carry on to slash it to ribbons. Extremely flamboyant and flashy fashion.
Nice.
Yeah, here it comes.
Yep, that did
Oh,
it.
Ribbons.
10 hit.
You slashed
Oh, wait,
him with
where
the
am I?
ribbon. No.
Oh, dang, no.
No, you
I
do
don't
not
understand
hit.
these blades.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure one automatically hits, right? Himself?
What? Oh, I don't. Depends
Oh my
on
God.
his game.
The
No, I
description of your attack is so perfect right now.
Like,
I don't like critical misses being more than just you miss terribly. It punishes people with multi-attack way too much.
what, critical misses?
Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
That's my opinion on it. So that's why I don't use them.
So wait, this is nothing then?
Yeah, you just miss. You swing wildly and miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the critical fumble chart's an optional rule.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just didn't realize he didn't do it.
You
I
just
knew
had
this.
you just had advantage for the last 6 sessions.
I haven't noticed not happen for anyone, I guess. Second hand. Shing!
Second hand connects just barely.
Bam. Where's the other damage? Weird.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. It rolls it all in one. Gotcha.
+1. 1d6
It
+4 +1. Is that right?
it should be D6 plus 4 plus 1 plus a D6.
Yeah.
It should have 2D6 plus 4 plus 1 as the full roll.
Yeah, that's what I
Weird.
thought. 6 was that the second d6. So 6 plus 8 is 14.
Holy shit! How do you get a short sword that rolls 2d6 on a normal hit?
It's the crazy thing that David gave me last game. I like talked the person into giving me a magic.
Wow, that's outrageous.
I know. You're telling me.
It's in
I
the
don't remember being
journal
that good.
under items.
Was it that good?
Yeah, oh
Blade
yeah, that's
deals
fucking
an
crazy.
additional. Oh yeah, they both deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Oh yeah,
It's actually
they're
epic.
crazy good.
That's fucking bananas.
Oh
especially
yeah,
at-
these. I love
Holy
these.
shit.
Yeah. I remember.
So like
So-
they have the damage of a greatsword each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
yeah.
So I made a mistake. It's one blade deals 1d6 fire damage. The other blade deals 1d6 radiant damage. It's just like that's the damage that it deals instead
Oh,
of the
not
normal.
additional.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that makes more sense.
Ruined.
Save changes.
Oh no!
that was shadow Basilios.
All right, I understand them more now. I won't fail again, guys.
Yeah, like why would anyone play a caster if you could have weapons like that? Holy shit.
I'm gonna grab a
Because
drink. Be
you
right
can
back.
cast fireballs and stuff.
Sorry.
Still, like
I
pretty fucking. Like casters still become exponentially more powerful than warriors in late games. Like it's just looking at the spells for casters, I'm like, holy fuck, the warrior can't do anything like this. He can do like cloud kill and kill a whole group of people, like in one turn.
I love
Even
wizards.
give me,
Wizards
like,
are the best.
Weapons
love
that
'em.
explode like 3 targets at once in one shot, and I still wouldn't come close to doing like the same amount of damage as wizards. But these are banana weapons. That's not something I'm gonna argue.
Oh my god, the shit that Lumarosa did last session with the AoEs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like just watching Troy's level 9 guy fight versus like Sean's level 9 barbarian. Sean was like rolling like perfect 20s the whole time, and Troy was killing people by the score. And Sean like couldn't keep up just because he can't throw magic. I think the term was the linear warrior and the quadratic wizard. I've heard that a few times now.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
that is a good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I feel like
at early
you
levels,
also
it's pretty
get-
similar, but you get higher and higher.
It's not
Further out
the
of the zone.
same level of compounding, but I feel like the what's it called? The warrior does get like a lot of, especially like once you add in the next attack. I feel like they do still get more than just linear.
Right. My turn's over though. I do 8 plus 6 to that guy. Or wait, just 8. Yeah.
Just 8. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my mix up.
All good. I'll fix that. in a
Which
minute.
which blade is in which hand?
It was the offhand, so it's a necrotic one. I'll
Mhm.
write it down.
What? Radiant and fire.
Oh, fire. Okay, the fire one.
The fire one. Okay. Okay. The wolf is now up and is going to take another bite of bear. Again with advantage because of all his buddies. Hey, did you run away from these
I
wolves?
did, and I have mobile feet. So
Oh, you do have mobile feet because you connected.
yeah, haha. That's my feet that I took this level. Sorry.
Okay. Good thing these wolf had advantage because he takes a big chunk of bear. 13 chunks of bear, in fact.
Well, I taunt the wolves. Haha! You could never even catch me if you tried.
I'm just gonna. Alfonso, you're up.
I move here, and I'm going to Burning Hands in the direction of the bear and wolf pile.
You trying to hurt me now? What the hell, man?
No, you'll be
Alfonso,
fine.
that's Ren.
No, you're fine.
And is it a deck save?
Yeah, DC 15.
Okay, so they all miss, so they all take full damage.
Yes.
They only take half damage or something if they.
If
Roll
they
right,
save,
or-
they take half damage. If they don't save, they take full damage.
Nice.
So they certainly look chilled.
Oh my god, what is that?
He attacks with equations and mathematics that he doesn't understand, that nobody understands.
Oh, you don't follow that? You're smart, Alfonso.
No, my 20 int is not enough to comprehend whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you then. If it's not straightforward, there's repeating attack right in there. I have no idea what that was. My sheet is glitching out. It's got like a section that I can't get rid of that has nothing in it. When I clicked on it, it did that.
I think there might be a bit of Cthulhu madness going on in your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably the loss of the gem. Or the
Okay.
rebounding of the gem.
Or it
Call.
was the gem. It was just your shadow.
I hadn't even considered that.
The gem, it speaks to me.
The gem also doesn't know which way east and west is, and that's why. All right, moving on.
Yeah, that's like trying to use your watch as a compass. It's like, I swear, man.
It's in here somewhere.
Way I go.
Alfonso, are you gonna use a move as well as part of your turn?
No,
Or
I
move
maxed
back
out
away?
my move to get there.
Oh, okay.
Really? They're all still
Uh,
standing?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Does a 14 hit a bear?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me check. Where the fuck did that go? Damn it.
Yeah, you
Why?
have 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of health though. That's the trade-off.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh, whoop, sorry, I meant to click the damage, not the roll again. So you take 8 more damage. Sorry, you had a lot of health.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're losing it real quick.
And you are up, Ren, surrounded by wolves. As you notice a disgusting thing that you don't know if you can still call dripping from their jaw.
Cool. Are they all looking like they're still good to fight, or are they looking pretty beat up?
They're looking a little bit mangy, but they always looked a little bit mangy.
Cool.
You hit garbage with a hammer. It's still broken.
14 minus 8 is 6. That's how math works. Yeah.
Oh, you can just type into the health bar minus a number. It just does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Guys,
Oh my god,
turned
it's
that
been
grade
so many months. This is wonderful. It's true, nobody told you that. I don't think.
So I would like to just kind of back off a bit here.
up.
You
And I'll
can
take
pick up-
3 attacks, and that's fine.
You can disengage.
Okay. 2 of the attacks are crits because they're wolves and they have pack tactics.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3. So 11.
Die altogether.
Holy shit.
You do. You're just dead.
So let's do this in order. So 9 plus 5 is 14. So that knocks you to your human form. And your human form less a bunch of health.
Oh no.
So your human form minus 8. Then the next one is the 15 plus the 11 for the. No, it's not the crit. It's the 11. So minus 11. So that's that's the dead bear. So that brings you down there, and then you have minus 15.
No, minus
11.
26.
Yeah, which is not enough to kill you outright. And because it was just from one hit, you don't get the extra. Because the big hit was the last hit, you don't have the extra failed death save from being hit once you've been downed. That was the real question in my mind: is do you have the failed death save from being hit while you were downed?
So I'll just. Damn it.
So I'm just kind of curious. Did you not want to take your disengage action, so you didn't draw opportunity attacks?
I wanted to just back out and hopefully not take 30 plus damage there.
Mm.
Interesting. So do you remember the bear and that they have like a 70+% chance to hit you?
Oh, they still probably would have hit me if I was a
All right.
gnome.
Now that you did take 30 plus damage, what do you do?
I can't do anything.
He's doing
I
what he
am
can do.
laying on my face down the ground.
Hey, Red, get up. We need you.
Oh no,
Where's
the wolf
Graham?
gets to go again before Basilio can even try and get him up. Oh Jesus.
So, this wolf is going to turn and see a delicious horse. It thought it was nomming on bear, and instead, all that it got was some gnome flesh.
Sticky old bald man.
Yeah. So it's going to turn towards the horse and try to take a bite of your steed. And a 24 definitely hits. Doesn't have advantage. It's just so
Horse is okay.
horse takes 8 damage. Horse is okay.
Was that 10?
Oh no, sorry.
26 there. Damn it.
6 damage. Basilio, before you go, or before your turn, something pops out of the shadows.
Well, shadows like to my left or right, like under me. To where?
To the east. I mean the west. I mean, what is east anymore?
Oh God! Don't fuck with me like that, man. All right, where's these shadows?
Boom, boom, boom.
That guy?
Yeah. Did the thing get shown to everybody? Shadow players? Does that
I
work?
see him there.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay.
So I come bursting out of the shadows, flailing a spear around, and leap onto this wolf from behind.
Bird?
What?
I'm confused.
And
not a
nail
bird.
this motherfucker. No,
Are you-
he's a
Yeah.
Are
lizard.
you... Oh, okay.
He's a lizard.
You
Okay.
connect cleanly into its flank.
And do 7 damage. And then
Okay.
as I yank the spear out of him, drawing him closer to me, I'm gonna chomp down with my chompers.
And you get a big chunk of wolf hind.
And I promptly spit it out behind me because it's disgusting.
Enough of a disgusting chunk that you, instead of just getting the behind and ripping that out, you rip out its entire back section as its undead body collapses under its own weight.
At which point I'll just like flourish and just enter a low battle stance and look at the next one.
I am just dead.
I'm
I'm so mad. Damn it. I just wanted to like jump out and still have an action to use after. Damn.
Happens to the best of us.
Because I could have used like the harvest scythe to gain some of that health back.
It's alright.
But no.
Yeah, it's okay.
Some attacks are just unbearable.
Wow.
Wild.
Unbearable. Is that
I
a
think-
pun or?
I think those 3 attacks with the double crits might have been enough to just like down a full bear.
Yeah.
Like even without being damaged ahead of time. Yeah.
I mean, it was over 50 damage.
I guess. Just move down here and save Ren. That seems like the most prudent course. I leer at this newcomer. So what is this? Who is this? Stealing our glory.
So this is the lizard folk.
You
Oh,
see
yeah,
a
I'll let you
lizard
describe it.
that is wearing the skull of another lizard with a brutal, thin spear in its hand.
Mm-hmm. I hail him. Ahoy,
Are you
warrior.
gonna hail him or are you gonna get Ren
Ahoy.
up?
I'm just standing above Ren quickly.
Watch out, it might be an
Yell at
action.
this guy. I want to see his reaction. Come freak out. I'll save Ren. All right, Mr. DM. I free action. Yell at this man.
I don't know.
Does he react?
He might.
Just hisses at me? All right.
What does it respond?
All right. It's like some sort of creature. Well,
So,
then
It glances quietly.
you do you, as I save my friend. Stay your ground. And you, wolf. I turn to the wolf as well. And then I cast my spell of healing. Healing word. Yep. Obviously it'd be healing word. I don't even need to be here. Up you come, Ren. My beautiful music calls to you.
You're not Kreia. I
You
miss
get 4
Kreia.
health.
He just carries me out.
Oh, you're echoing really bad.
I pluck
am-
my bowstring over my shoulder, or my violin string, ding, 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 and call out to Ren, healing him 4 health, and
Or was
add +2 to
was
that.
me
too.
that it was echoing? Or?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're echoing from somewhere.
I think it's David.
Oh, come on. Really? I stand up for like 1 second and think get disconnected that much? Man. You know, I
What?
really like this headset. Like, it's super comfortable. But I feel like because I've had it for... when did we finish undergrad? 7 years. Or, I guess, 8 years now.
Ooh, yeah,
a year
that's
before then.
that's pretty old for technology.
Yeah, its wires are getting worn, and it's like sometimes I will hear my own microphone pickup in my headset, and sometimes the things that are coming out of the headset will get picked up by the mic, which is where,
Kirk,
which is where this
Kirk had
echo
that
comes from.
problem with his Astro too. I still don't know how that's possible. It's weird.
I think it's just poorly insulated wires.
Yeah, actually, that makes
I
sense.
do this.
How do you do that?
You hold down your guy with the left click, and then you right click on the spots you want to go.
Ah, what a wonderful dance!
Whoop.
You hold
Okay.
down left click?
Yep. And then you right click on spots you want to go.
Oh.
Holding down left click the
Oh.
whole time.
Well, that's convenient.
Yes. Quite so.
Learning so much about that.
I do that weird dance and I end up here. Haha.
Okay. I was watching your dance, but I'm like 70% sure that you didn't provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I didn't even
I'll
get close
find
enough to
something.
either of the wolves. Then I pirouette and point my sword at the lizard man, and I hiss. Then I shrug at Alfonso.
I hiss back.
Hey,
Making friends already.
I take that as a sign of greetings. Yes. Okay. Good.
Wow.
And then I put more of my
Showing
focus on the
progress here. Be like the doctor and the sword.
Are
Oh
you,
my lord.
Do you have your mic connected to Roll20 by any chance, Ashton?
How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't.
In the top right corner of the Roll20, there's a settings icon or a gear icon.
Does it echo now?
You can
Nope.
go into the gear icon, scroll down to the bottom, it says video
that is
chat
true.
options. You can make sure they're off.
Yeah, I always turn mine off.
Yeah, there's like a
Oh,
broadcast
I was
and
clicking
receive
buttons
others.
to see if I
Disable.
could change my picture. That's probably what I hit there.
That's probably what you hit.
Hmm.
Where video
I guess I just had
Top
that shit
right,
muted. I didn't hear it.
broadcast.
Scroll to the
To
bottom.
broadcast nothing.
Yeah, disable.
Yeah, disable.
Yeah, that'll do it. Cool. Yeah, that would have been it. My bad.
Alrighty.
Was it only echoing for Clayton though?
I also have this muted, so quite probably.
Because like, there is an option to disable hearing it too. I have that disabled, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, me too. I didn't
Yeah.
hear shit.
I just
Yeah.
didn't have it disabled because nobody else has used the
Ah.
talking thing.
I forgot if it was
You're the
Tom
one
or
person who
Lydia,
didn't get
but one of them
vaccinated.
is really bad for that. So I disabled it like
I
almost
would
immediately.
bet it's Lydia.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Different devices all the time. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's cached or what's going on.
Okay. Let's see here. I guess. Yeah, what the hell? I will cast a Scorching Ray with 2 rays at the wolf that's attacking my beautiful steed and 1 over here at Ren.
Just right at Ren. Fuck the wolf. Nah, get back down. Enough of the lit shit.
Is that make a ranged? Do ranged spell attacks have the same thing that ranged regular attacks have, where if you're standing next to someone you have disadvantage?
No.
No,
No.
that's for ranged weapons only.
Just ranged weapons. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Oh, I just realized that my healing bonus. Can I ready in action? If Ren dies and the wolf comes over here, can I slash it?
So 1, 2, 3, all 3
Expecting
connect.
this.
Okay, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that's never happened before. This is crazy. Normally there's like at least 1/1 in that Scorching Ray, right?
Which was
Okay.
the 13 and which was the 4?
Hmm?
The 13 was the one that was beside you. The 10 plus the 3 was the one that was beside you. The first 2 bolts.
Yeah, the first 2 bolts are at the one beside me, and then the last bolt is the one standing next to Ren. it takes
You've taken
10
off.
Plus what? 7, so it takes 17, and plus 3 plus 3.
Oh, good point. 3 plus 3. Yeah, so it's 6. So minus
Hold
another
on,
2.
did we say that Crossfires 1 counts as a 3? Okay.
Yeah.
And 2 counts as a 4, so it's 17, and then the other one takes 6.
6. Yep. So you notice that you have chilled off most of its flesh, but it is just barely continuing on.
Fuck off, wolf.
And the wolf who just refuses to fuck off is going to attack Ren.
Love it.
Does a 24 hit you?
100%.
So you take 8 damage.
down here.
And now it is your turn. And I don't know, have you done death saves? I feel like you have.
What do I roll?
A raw d20.
Cool.
No protection at all.
Leaving the condoms at home.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
You get
there
up
go.
immediately with 1 health.
With one. Cool.
That just happens. Wow.
Put this to 1. Do I get an action after that, or was that my
No, that's your turn.
Dang,
That's a pretty good act.
let me just
Not being
stand in
dead,
front of
pretty
this
big deal.
freaking wolf at 1 health.
This strange little stinky old man god.
So the wolf that is mostly dead beside Alfonso is going to make another attempt to take a bite out of his horse, and miss,
Haha. Fuck you, wolf.
slamming its teeth into the little bits of armor that are on this horse. And again, the lizard that came out of the shadows will move.
I'm gonna end this wolf's whole career.
Before he ends mine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna step around to the back, and I'm just gonna come in with like a leaping spear stab that missed horribly.
So
You
you
have
attempted.
advantage, though, don't you?
What?
You
I
have
don't think I do.
advantage
Well, I don't think. Why would I have advantage?
Because you are on opposite sides of the wolf.
Oh, that's flanking is an optional rule. I don't think any of us have used it before.
What? Really?
Yeah,
You guys are fucking crazy.
perhaps.
So I was gonna throw advantage at him because I liked the idea of him skewering the wolf.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll roll advantage if you want.
I'm gonna take it back because I do not like flanking.
All right.
Why? I don't understand why you wouldn't like that.
I guess I didn't like flanking when there was 5 or 6 people. I guess it should be fine when there's just 4. Yeah, okay. We'll reconsider after a few combats with flanking. You can have your flanking advantage.
All right. Shit, I've never used this before. I'm just gonna. Fuck! I thought it was gonna be a. Hey, look! It's they add up to 20.
They do, but you don't crit.
That's fine. I'll
So
be happy with smoking this guy with a hit.
your thin spear finds its way into its
Mm-hmm.
but because it's mostly dead, it just comes out the other side, and the wolf is still doing quite fine.
Just spit roasted.
I missed the vital point. I'll have to also bite him
Okay.
right in the back of the fucking skull.
You got yourself a nice wolf kebab.
Oh yeah. That's like, right. I don't even remove the spear. I raise it up to me. Ah!
So you try to take a bite out of your wolf kebab,
Only 4.
but there's still a lot more wolf on this kebab.
Ew,
Wow,
I
that's
kick
a
it
lot
off.
of damage.
Kick it off the
Holy
spear.
shit.
So it's 10 damage total.
He is more than fine.
All right, I'm done.
Are you limited on how many times you can do that bite attack, or is that just every attack?
It's a bonus action.
Damn. But I mean, like, you can only do it a set number of times per long rest, or can you do it every attack?
Right now, I can do it every time.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if lizard creatures is it like a full thing or is it like a beta monster thing, like the minotaurs?
It's complicated.
Yeah, I thought so. So that's why you can do it every turn. It's augmented class.
It's instead of
My
A-
unarmed attacks are replaced by bites.
Yeah.
Optionally.
Gotcha.
but yeah, sorry, Vasilia, you are up.
Nice. I'm gonna use my full action this time.
Ooh.
You're gonna cover both eyes?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the situation calls for. Hearing
he has,
Alfonso's quip,
he
I
has
smile
one
at
sword
him and I say
either
perhaps,
hand.
and I
I
dash
don't.
in.
I think that's more than one action.
Didn't we just say this wolf was dead?
No, I didn't finish it off yet.
No, he didn't finish it off. There's still a lot more wolf left on this kebab.
Oh,
This
didn't go
wolf
for the
is
brain.
mostly dead. But this wolf still has a lot more left in him.
This one?
Has a lot more left in him, yeah.
Well, not to be outdone by this newcomer. I dash in like a hero. Slowing not at all as I uppercut the wolf in the face. Did it roll?
You
Ooh.
missed.
Oh, okay. Huh. Spinning, not missing a beat. I cut back low with another offhand slash.
You cleanly connect with your
Nice.
offhand.
I finish in a complete spin. Fire damage erupting on his face.
Yeah, his face is scorched, and you've taken off a large chunk of the bottom of its jaw. But it still has enough to bite you, and it still has more than enough to continue on.
Then I dash back. Haha!
Okay.
Alright, how much? 10? I run over here.
Okay. Back behind
Catch
the
me
bush.
if you can. Wolf?
Does the
I
wolf
put-
get the attack of opportunity there or no?
He has a feat that means that if, after he hits, he gets to not draw attacks of opportunity.
That was
normally
his
though,
level
yes,
4.
he would.
But, yeah, otherwise, yes, he would.
Haha!
So I oh, it's not my turn yet. Yep.
Yeah,
I
no,
slash
it's
and I
Alfonso.
duck, and I taunt the wolf. Is it paying attention to me? Huh? Huh?
All right, I'm going to cast a magic missiles with 1 bolt at this one and 2 bolts at this one.
Okay.
So 4, 7.
Uh, hmm. Your bolts knock off giant chunks of the wolves, and they are barely managing to continue moving. One of them has lost its back leg. The other one has lost a chunk of its flank. But both of them continue to just barely move.
Jesus. All right. So be it.
Ren, your wolf friend, is going to turn
Let's
away
do
from
her.
you. He does not like being shish kebab.
That's fair.
Well, that's just poor manners.
No, he doesn't have advantage.
Yeah.
But Ren,
That
you're up.
one time when they don't roll a crit. God damn.
Mhm.
Apparently.
That fat bear ass.
Yeah. I shall.
Oh, damn. I've been muted on the
So he's
stream.
real weak looking.
Yeah, they're both pretty weak looking.
Where'd all my spells go? God damn. What? This one. This one doesn't hit. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I would like to poison spray shit out of this little wolf guy here from behind.
If it's a saving throw, I don't think that's going to do anything extra. I think
It's
it's a
fine.
saving throw.
Must
Yeah,
succeed on a
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12.
Oh, wow, that's bonkers.
Oh wow, it takes 1d12.
Hot damn! And on top of that, I would like to use one of my Harvest Scythe dice, which adds an extra d10, I believe.
Oh, shit.
God. just want the thing to die. Eh. Come on. Motherfucker.
What?
6. And then OP. I'm just trying to bring up the thing here. For
No, just roll a
Okay.
d10. We'll figure out what it is later.
Oh,
okay,
you like
cool.
bringing up
Yeah,
the
keep
UI
things
for
moving.
it?
No, I was bringing up
Yeah,
the
we'll
thing
shoot
here
for where
just to
there's
make
time and
sure.
space.
Yeah.
Just roll it. We'll keep it
Oh.
moving. Figure it out after. Okay. You harvest this wolf.
Hot damn. Cool. I should get some sort of health.
You have movement now if you'd like.
I'm gonna be over here now. Away from this. And that's
Hey, whoa there, little gnome. You don't
Sorry.
have 30 feet of movement.
too far. Sorry, I didn't measure. Right here is where I shall stand for now. While I figure out how much life I gain.
Okay. The wolf by Alfonso is getting increasingly frustrated of not being able to grab onto this horse, so it's going to make an attempt to grab the legs of the rider. And it'll do so with disadvantage because it's trying to grab the legs instead of the horse. Does a
He
14
does
hit you?
it. Yep.
Pardon? Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll take 11 damage.
Oops.
Ouchies.
And silent but lizardy, but scaly, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna just slink over to this guy and unload on him with my array of spear attacks. This one's gonna be like a low sweep to try to bring him to the ground.
He's already missing a leg.
Oh, excellent.
It misses.
Damn, I went for the missing leg.
Yep.
All right.
Better bite him.
No, I can't bite him now. I'm done.
Oh, you have to hit first?
I have to hit.
Gotcha.
Okay. Basilio, you are up.
Right. So seeing Alfonso in deadly peril, I look over, and then I look quickly over at Red. I'm like, okay, good. Glad you're okay. I have to save Alfonso.
Still alive.
I dash over here. And I'm like, Alfonso, fear not. I'm here
Not
to rescue you.
afraid.
Using it as a distraction, I slash the wolf's face. Coming in hard. Bam! Oh man, this sword is bust.
Of course. Why would the radiant sword actually hit an undead?
Ah.
The great Basilio. Dancing around like an idiot, not actually doing anything useful.
I ignore him and strike out with my other hand.
And you connect with your left hand. Are you sure you're not left-handed? I feel like this is the Princess Bride scene. He's like,
Oh, we're
he's
switching
like,
swords.
oh, what a great fight. Did I tell you that I was actually left-handed?
I just wanted to give myself a handicap, to make this a little harder. But yeah, fire damage. Bam. So I light the wolf up.
You singe its fur and almost all of its flesh. But it continues, just barely scraping by.
Oh,
Alright.
that's not what I wanted. Why does it put that +2 in there?
Ashton, you're up.
Dash over here.
Am I up?
No, I'm up.
No, Alfonso, you're
Alfonso's up.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna take the disengage action, and I'm going to 5, 10, 20, 25. Yeah, just chill over there.
Okay. The wolf looks very confused and is missing most of its body parts, so it's unable to chase and follow you. It's just going to try to lash out at the thing nearest it and try to bite at the lizard.
It bites on the haft of my spear instead as I shove it back.
Okay. Ren, you are up.
Okay. I
Transform
would
into a
like
bear.
to produce flame at this
Mhm.
thing. And then I'll use another thing, the harvest site, to add another D10.
You miss.
Ren's looking for some
Ah!
help.
So it's only if
Uh,
it hits. So we're fine. We're fine.
It'll blow
Okay.
the cooldown.
Yeah. You know what? I will just I'll be behind this bush a little bit here.
Okay. Vorgas, you're up.
Alright. I'm just gonna twirl around and just wave my tail in his face, and as soon as the tail leaves his vision, I'm gonna stab forward in the center of mass with my spear and miss.
And miss.
And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to take patient defense and just enter like a reflexive stance. Kinda just like stalking around. That's my movement.
Okay. Facilio, you're up.
Okay. Obviously, I rush back in to rescue this lizard.
Speaking
Can
of
I
lizard,
recognize anything about it? Like, do I know anything about these species or creatures?
no.
Nothing.
You can ask it, but might want to save it first.
I pause, look at both it and the wolf, and then I continue on, slashing up the wolf. I go, "Fear not, lizard creature friend." And then I promptly
Kinda cock my head.
go to slash with my sword, but then re-grip the blade and try a different, straightforward thrust.
Oh,
Ha!
that was the trick.
Oh, it's the thrusting blade.
It's
Yes.
a rapier. You didn't know before.
Ah, yes. Following up that thrust, I quickly spin, pirouetting fully, and slash. Drop the
Oh!
blade. Oh, fuck.
The fiery blade was just too hot.
The real trick behind the fangs of the lynx is that only one is good at any given time.
Apparently. The other one just fucking gets envious of the one that hits.
Oh
Alright.
no! Blades of
The
the
first
divorced
blade lands
lynx.
home.
As the radiant energy enters the wolf, you hear a howl that at first sounds like it's in pain, and then sounds like a joyous howl that is in all of the thrills of all of the hunts that this wolf has ever seen in its.
So, like, pain and then ecstasy?
Yes.
My god,
Okay.
the wolf just gasmed.
Oh, well, following the spin out, I dash back 10 feet, spinning back to look at my target.
Okay. Now that we are no longer in combat, I can tell you what you do roughly know about lizard folk from just being a human. Is you know that they're extremely rough around the edges, uncivilized.
Red will get along with this man quite well.
Rough around the edges, uncivilized, subsistence hunters for the most part.
That's what I know about them, or I've heard
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah, that's what you've heard about them. Is it there?
Real question is, can you
They're-
carry a
They're
no
more
mode of
monster
combat?
than they are men.
You there, lizard folk.
They're very it's very much like they're substance hunters. You don't think them as weak, but you think them as like, uncivilized. The same way you would look at a goblin.
Interesting.
A bugbear would be a better.
I can snap a goblin in half. Well, Alfonso plus horse is like effectively a centaur now, so maybe he can carry you out of battle.
Nope.
No.
Never in the shit with me.
I've only got 8 strength. There's no way I'm picking up a gnome.
Can't do it. Slip right out of his dainty little fingers.
Right.
I just assume because you're a wizard, do some finger movements and fire comes out.
Pretty much, yeah. Fire's not for
Wizards work.
picking up gnomes, though.
The spell cast in hands, not druid carry in hands.
No.
So you said something, Vasilio?
I said. I don't recall now. You there, lizard folk. What say you?
So I'm gonna kind of exit my battle stance and take a step back. Plant my spear in the ground. I'm gonna look out at you all and be like, "Soft ones, you face the rotting ones. You handled yourselves well for lacking metal shells. Nay for the soft one over there. Small ones."
Soft ones. Rotted ones. I smile widely. I look at Alfonso. He's got us pegged.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Oh, he said soft ones, so I repeated his words. And I'm like, soft ones? I kind of like think about it for a second. And then I look at the rotting one. I'm like, rot ones. And then I look at you and I smile widely. I'm like, he's got us pegged. We are
Yes,
soft.
very, very good, Vasilio. Well seen. Well spotted.
I shrug, and I turn back to the lizard. I'm like, forgive my friend's dourness. I bow graciously. We are grateful for your help against the rotted ones, as you so elegantly put it. I sweep my swords out wide, then I stand up and sheathe them, standing straight. I am Vasilio, and these are my companions. This is Ren and Alfonso.
I just got a grunt.
Yeah, watch who you're calling companion, Vasilio.
Yeah, you're a funny one there, Alfonso. And what can we call you there, lizard folk?
I am called Forgaz.
Forgaz. Not the most melodic of names, but it'll have to do. Forgaz. Yes. And what brings
Yeah.
you to this region?
I have been hunting these creatures.
For what purpose?
Oh,
Well,
our
they
own
are
luck, it would
mighty
seem.
foes, and they are in my land.
I look
Nay.
around skeptically. I had no idea this was your land.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
just looking at Ren like, you need a reason to kill undead?
Perhaps my land no longer. Nay, they are sport. Mighty foes. You softskins are... I am surprised to see such vulnerable creatures out here. Yet you hold your own, for the most part.
Quite so, we are full of surprises as far as soft ones are concerned. But do tell us your goal out here, good lizard man. For perhaps we could assist you, since it seems our goals are as one, allied. Can't think of the right word.
So at that, Vorigaz is going to kind of relax his guard and stand up and say that I have been seeking worthy allies to face these creatures. And It seems that you, soft skins, might benefit from my protection in these parts. Perhaps this could be a mutual agreement.
I look at my companions and like kind of read their expressions. I'm sure Alfonso's pretty sour and Ren's kind of hurt. But if they're not
Alfonso
doing
is
like,
what? Alfonso sour? Excuse me?
well, dealing with me and this weird lizard creature,
Well,
I
have
don't
no
expect you to be
problem.
happy.
I have no problem with the lizard man. He's a respectful person. He's not super full of himself.
Fair enough.
He's not stone stupid. I can deal with him. Although I do have to warn him that our ultimate goal is to head towards a lich. Like, are you sure you're ready for that?
See, that's the sour demeanor I'm talking about. You can't even pretend to be happy. You're like, and the lich. Urgh.
What is this lich you speak of?
Could probably consider it the base cause of all of these. What do you call them? Rotten ones around here.
They come from the brick.
I put my hand up to Ren. I'm shake my head. Let's not get into the brick quite yet. Let's not overwhelm our good friend.
I stare at Ren, incredulous, and being like, bricks are a creation of your foolish civilizations. Only stone and dust comes from brick.
I shrug. I'm like, have you ever heard of a lich? I like look back at my companions and smile. I'm like,
Only now.
I-
Is this
Hey.
lich delicious?
I wouldn't imagine so. I gesture towards the rotted ones. Are these ones delicious?
These rotting ones have ruined hunting in these lands.
Quite so. And then shall let me illuminate the situation at hand. My companions and I traveled to defeat the Lich. And the Lich, yes, I know you do not know this word. I did not know it until recently. But he is the quintessential monster of the region, the leader of these here rotted ones, as you so elegantly put.
Ha! So he is strong.
Ah, I believe so, yes.
Then he will fall beneath my spear.
I look at my companions again, kind of walk a little closer. I'm like, we should probably take him with us. Seems to have the right attitude.
Certainly more tolerable than another you.
Couldn't agree more.
Sure.
One of me is certainly enough.
Zero
As
you
you guys
would
are
know.
chatting, your Crimson Wizard Naomi will be walking past, just kind of scoffing at the mess. That certainly took you guys a lot more effort than I would have thought. I really do need to find the Crusade if we're going to have any chance against this Lich.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Naomi and said, "Your Crimson allies, whatever you want to call them, are up the road," and just kind of huff away from her. Useless.
Madam, to each their own. I sweep my hat off and bow, ridiculous, at her, see, sideways insult. Just smile and let it pass. Glance off me. And when she walks past, I stand up, turn back to the lizard man.
Sorry, keep talking. I didn't mean to fully interrupt. Just
Yeah, I don't know if you guys pictured my bow, but it was over the top. I'm like, oh yes, my lady, and I bowed full on, 90-degree angle.
It was a
Until
straight
she,
up
walked past.
satire of bars.
Yeah.
Bows.
Then swept my hat back in a big flourish, popped it back on my head, and turned back to the lizard man.
Vorgaz is gonna kind of saunter up to where Ren fell before and crouch at the ground and be like, "What happened to the bear? I hunger."
There's no
You care
bear
to
here
explain
for
that
you.
one?
I am the bear.
Kind of just like,
I retrieve my arrows.
I'm not as small as I seem.
how are you the? I don't understand. Magic.
You'll have to stick around and find out.
I say
I will
magic, my
see.
friend, as I pull out my black violin and start walking away.
I will see how you softskins defend yourselves, in spite of your racial disadvantages.
Not very well, apparently.
Hey, that is why
Speak
I
for oneself there, Ren.
I just feel like Ren would start walking,
So
and
are
then
you,
everyone else is just like going.
So, Frey, I just want to make it very clear that you can make your unarmed strike just after attacking, not after hitting.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like any other second attack.
Oh,
That is the multi-attack.
Oh no, it's not a multi-attack for me.
It's a monk feature. It may use a D4. Like after
Oh,
attacking with
in
an
that
unarmed or
case-
monk weapon, you can use your bonus action
Fucking A.
to make an unarmed strike.
Oh, whenever I use... Oh, I just have to take the attack action. I don't have to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
You'd
cool.
have to
Even better.
Yeah, it's just like making
I'm
a
gonna nom more
dual
of these
wield.
guys.
It's
But you
the same as
can't,
making a dual wield weapon attack. You just use your bonus action to make the second attack.
That's
Yeah.
With your
sick.
offhand weapon. which
Yeah,
is-
because I
is
can make my bonus attack without hitting.
Can you make me bigger, David?
He's gnome-sized there.
Next to Vasilio, I kind of look like a baby lizard.
I don't know.
So-
I feel like you made the spear and the tail so large, or maybe just the white space, because you fully fill up the square.
Oh, maybe I did. It was a custom sprite.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That's
Gargantuan.
that's probably accurate. Just go here. There we
You
go.
guys
No,
hear
that's probably not good. A little bit.
Yeah.
So are you armored, Troy, or do you have natural armor?
I have very strong scales. I'm not wearing it armor. So as
Okay,
shown
so-
in my picture, I just have like scraps of leather and like a cloak.
Okay.
Cool.
So when I say you races have disadvantages, I'm referring to the fact that you don't have armor and scales built into your features.
Yeah, no, I got that. I just wasn't sure, like, actually gameplay wise, if you were wearing armor or if you were using your natural armor.
Nah, yeah, I'm using natural armor.
Gotcha. Monk, huh?
Hit with photos.
Never played a monk before. Hoping this
They're
would be
really
fun.
freaking cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy them as far as martial classes go.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I see. You just left a lot of white space. That's
Oh,
why.
is that what it was? Oh, I can re-export it.
I got it.
Oopsie poopsie.
I'm cropping it right now. I'm just recropping it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that white space makes like a huge difference.
Aye. Yeah, like look at like Vasilio. He like so encompasses his square. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Like if I was to stand tall, I would be almost 7 feet tall. But I'm normally like hunched over, in like a kind of like slinking stance.
In that lizard pose.
Exactly in the typical lizard pose. So I'm
Yeah.
below. I might be closer to Ren's level than Vasilio's, but like if I stood tall, I'd be huge.
Yeah, I've looked at the
You-
lizard
you
people
got, like,
class. Really good.
The backwards legs.
Mhm.
Sort of not backwards legs, but like the lizard legs.
Yeah. And I got like, you guys can't see my face right now, but I got like a skull as a mask.
Yeah. Bigger lizard.
Yeah,
God damn. Wild.
it fits so
Hey, that's
well.
not what I clicked on. That's what you were fighting.
Crazy ass wolves.
Did it not upload correctly?
Why is a velociraptor an option that I can turn into?
Because
'Cause it's a
dinosaurs
higher
are
level.
great. The main reason that people seem to play druids is to turn into T-Rex.
But
But,
you'd have to see a T-Rex first, and that's not a thing that will happen way up north. It's a thing that does happen in this, like dinosaurs exist in this world, just not in the
Okay.
part of not in this continent.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go
Okay.
to some crazy
Just wondered
places.
about that. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Why isn't it? Okay, it doesn't want to upload your a bridge token for me. I'll figure it out. Don't worry, Troy. You'll be an appropriate
Oh,
size.
it's okay. I can fix it up right now too. That's fine.
Just out of curiosity, how long are we planning on going tonight?
I was planning on finishing up very soon.
Just kind of like once we meet these guys up here at this campfire, you mean?
That
Okay.
that type of soon. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fine with me.
Whatever works.
Yeah. I just wanted to give you guys enough time to meet this new lizard fellow.
Yay.
Yeah.
So did you stop playing Kreia just because it really wouldn't make sense for her to want to go fight the undead type of thing, or were you just not enjoying her?
Meta wise, I was having a really hard time role playing her, as far as motivation wise,
Right.
because she's not a glory seeker, and it
Mhm.
seemed like this was like, I don't know. Yeah, she's not a glory seeker, and she doesn't want to help these folk of 10 towns.
What
in
was her
particular.
motivation to begin with?
It was just like new experiences and wandering and exploring. In hindsight, a very weak motivation to be an adventurer. So that was my error. So I'm making this character so that he'll just want to fuck shit up.
He just wants to kill all. What do you call them? Rotten,
He'll be
Rotting
down
ones.
with all.
rotting ones. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, specifically because they're challenging.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Nice. We have the ultimate challenge for you, Lizard Man.
Yeah.
You will be more inclined to run after me into battle when I go way too far in.
He would be. He would be. Although he's well, I guess you haven't seen that at. Well, yeah, he's very stealthy.
Yeah.
He's not as straightforward in battle as Kreia is. So he's not going to be a tank. But he will.
like once the shit gets started, right?
Oh, he's going to fuck some shit up, to be sure.
Yeah. Sort of thing. Like in the house there. When I ran ahead upstairs, sort of thing. You know, he'd be more inclined to follow, whereas Kreia is.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that's what I was having trouble with. I'm like, I know Troy is disagreeing with his character now. I know what the game needs me to do, but Kreia doesn't want to do it. And it's a problem now. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get behind it anymore. Especially because, like, my god, these people are dicks. Like, why would we help them?
Yeah. Yep. That's fair.
I don't know, because it's a blight upon the land.
Yeah, that's where, like,
it's
Kreia's
evil.
just like, it's just this land. I've seen, like, tens of thousands of lands. It's whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's like where she was at.
How old was she as like a character?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me check her. I don't think she's even
I
that.
feel like she was surprisingly young for what you were trying to do.
Yeah, she's
Like,
she's 28 years old, so she's like been wandering the Sword Coast for like 10 years.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like she could be a wise old wanderer, but I don't want to make an old character that's level 1 because I don't feel like that. makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's never really makes sense to me.
So she's just like wanderlust, just
Mhm.
exploring, just a tourist of 10 towns, basically.
Makes sense. No real allure to push through this campaign.
Yeah, I made her with the idea of like, yeah, this is gonna be great to fight like whatever random stuff hits the tavern. And we'll go just to check shit out. But damn,
Yeah.
Lich, oh, crazy shit. It was a natural leaving point for her, I think.
I mean, yeah, I guess she knew like the deadliness of the situation at that point.
It took a while. Couple failed intelligence checks. Vorgaz is actually also way more intelligent than Kreia is. I think you can tell. Not meta-wise, but maybe your characters can tell.
So,
Bonzo definitely recognizes it.
what's the difference between intelligence and wisdom?
Wisdom is like experience,
Yeah.
and intelligence is like you've done research kind of thing. Like you're like it's like kind of like math versus experience.
It's
I don't
instinct
know.
versus knowledge.
That's
so
a
like
good way of looking
animals
at it.
have wisdom and humans have intelligence.
Cool.
So it's
Intelligence
like
is
built-in
like your-
instincts, yeah, versus your understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence is your reasoning, and wisdom is more like you saying your instincts and experience in life.
Cool.
Yeah. So like nature and like animals tend to be built in with wisdom and understanding, and then everything else is usually intelligent.
Yeah. Theoretically, as all creatures age, they would receive wisdom,
Yeah.
not necessarily intelligence unless they work for it.
Let's
It's like
see if I
somebody
have-
who's like studied chess versus somebody who's actually led an army.
Okay, that's fair.
This is like I know this because like I know to look for it. Whereas this is like, oh, I fucking obviously I can conjecture that this is the case.
Yeah, and you can kind of go from like the skills that they cover too. So like
Mhm.
wisdom has like insight, which is your ability to see if somebody lies to you.
Okay.
But intelligence has investigation, which can straight up see through people's deceptions.
Yeah, investigate.
Oh.
That's like
Right,
straight
so
up like
insight
determining
is like
the
a-
meaning of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like insight versus investigation is like a pretty good determiner for what wisdom and intelligence do.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Oh.
Let me see if I actually have like a DF reference sheet here that defines.
Like normally insight is meant to check for like what whether somebody's lying is the common use for it, because like if you spend enough time with someone you'll get to know their body language versus other people who spoke and you like, oh, like that seems really odd, and you'll
Yeah.
know that like it's uncomfortable. Whereas investigation checks generally
Yeah.
follow perception checks, and that like I need to know like why this is here, I need to know how this
Yeah.
works, I need to know like what it
Okay.
does. Like that's what investigation is for.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Here's some like general definitions for the skills.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I like that one. There's a really good one with like tomatoes.
Right,
I
so
might be
charisma
mentioning that.
measures your force of personality, persuasiveness, personal magnetism, social influence, and physical attractiveness. And then all the other ones have different things that they cover, right?
Okay.
You can see like the top little bar and then more or
Yeah.
less what they cover into.
Cool. Okay. Wow, that's the smallest fucking text. Jesus. Okay. Let me put this on a different screen so we can actually read it. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say wisdom could even be knowing the tomato is not poison.
That's
So
also true.
I don't like this one because it understates the intelligence. It's like intelligence is not
It
just
does.
knowing it's a fruit.
You would
It's
know a
knowing it's
lot more about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's using a tomato. I guess it's like intelligence could be like how many seeds the tomato has.
That's
Just
true.
a more complex piece of information. But the premise is the same.
But I really like the charisma thing at the end of this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the Vasilio part of this. Sorry, I should have linked more of this.
Tomato-based fruit. That's good. That's fine.
You can convince anybody of anything.
I like how dexterity is being able to dodge a tomato.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Yeah.
what else are you gonna do with it? Eat like two of them faster than other people.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a bit of a derail, but yeah, intelligence. So Ren is very wise. Alphonse is very intelligent.
See, it's kind of hard though, because Ren's so wise, but he just wants to go after the brick.
Oh shit, there's another one. But I guess part of that transcends skill checks, and that like you could be motivated by duty. I don't know what the motivation for you is. If it's personal, if it's duty, if it's moral, but like why though? Stop the
I think
Lich
it's
is the
more of
action.
a moral thing. Yeah,
Yeah, so like you just think it would be wrong to turn away, and that's why you're
like,
so
it's kind
set
of like a
on that.
moral duty, right? Because it was with the rest of the druids protecting stuff. I was
Yeah.
posted at my place to do things.
So
No, I
like,
don't have a
Ren
goddamn brick.
Ren would probably know that shit's dangerous just because he's been around this shit for long enough, but like he might not know why, but he knows it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And he's doing this in spite of that.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What a badass.
Whereas Alfonso
back
knows
down.
explicitly why liches are dangerous, and he can explain to you exactly how you're going to die.
Troy, in order to make your character fit, I just have to trim his spear a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But he is now appropriately sized compared to mostly Vasilia.
It could be a shorter spear. I'm down.
I actually added some white space to the Ren token for exactly the reason of
Oh,
he should
smart.
be small.
Smart. Yeah, you should be.
Meanwhile, Vasilio does not understand the danger he goes in, and confidence abounds.
That's
But
pretty
he
much
could
it.
damn well convince anybody to join us.
Exactly. Not to worry, men. We're gonna win. We always win. Lady Luck shines upon us. In we go.
What is this luck that slips
Ha,
from your lips?
My friend, you'll come to know it well, traveling by my side. 'Tis the greatest of things.
What is this luck? Your words, I don't understand.
Ah,
They
my
vex
friend.
me.
Luck. Ha. It is the simplest and most elegant of qualities in things. It is defeating your enemies in one horrific or terrific swipe, or perhaps finding the perfect kill in the woods when you seek hunting. It is
What you
perfection,
describe
my
is
friend.
skill.
Yes, skill and luck go
And I
hand in
know
hand
it
when
well.
it comes to me, Vasilio. Mark the name well, my friend. And I pull out my violin and start
I
humming a tune.
want to saunter up to Alfonso, and I'm going to prod him with my spear. And be like, do you know what this luck is? I do not understand this man.
Literally, the only reason that he's alive is because he has luck, which is basically just saying that he gets barely missed just because there is no real reason. He just gets lucky. It's things that shouldn't happen.
You guys look up and you see me kind of pirouetting with my violin, and I'm perfectly stepping between horse shit without noticing. I'm
That's luck.
God.
He's not trying to do that. It's just happening.
Happening.
Literally
luck.
the only reason he's alive.
He's against the odds all
Perhaps.
the time and prevails.
What a
Perhaps
beautiful
he
day,
is-
my friends. I look up at the miserable, dreary sky. Ah, yes.
Take whatever you know
Yes.
about probability and just throw it out the window.
Is this soft skin touched by the gods?
No.
Hmm.
No.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I mean, he's probably convinced that he is, but he's not.
Hmm.
But really,
He is-
don't try to understand Vasilio. You're only going to hurt your head.
He is like the hatchlings in my tribe. He must be defended.
Just skipping along ahead of you guys, 10, 15 feet.
He has not yet earned his blood.
Just gonna walk ahead here.
Not until you know true danger can you be a warrior.
I don't think Facilio will ever be a true warrior.
I need to get a head start. So you guys.
You get Ren is like already
Natural.
sprinted off. That small one.
Ren,
is
wait
is
up!
he safe?
I'm like skipping faster. My violin playing louder. Like,
So as you come up
Purpose. You guys just like saunter
to the
along
riverbank, you notice a broken bridge.
I
And
like
a bunch of like
King.
armored folks.
Along with the Crimson Crusade members hanging out beside it.
I want to just like approach one of these animated armors and just like poke it with my spear. Like what? What? Like with like the blunt side. I was like, what is this?
Just prod at it.
Yeah.
It does not respond.
Does it make like a weird sound?
If you push hard enough, it'll creak.
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna just like quickly like. Ka-ching. What is
Noticing what he's doing, I'm just gonna. I turn to him and I say, "Vorgaz, you're wasting your time. There's no living being in."
No skins. What is this?
It's a magical
So
construct.
Naomi laughs and she says, "Yep, just a shell."
So what's the plan now? We
Tools.
found the rest of your group. Are they gonna help us?
We were getting ready for an excursion into enemy territory when the path that we would normally take seems to end abruptly at the river.
Is this a fart? Sorry, just like I
That's
feel
a
like
weird
the
question there,
idea
Ren.
Was like
Wait, what? Where?
there's this little orange like roof cloud.
Okay, look, guys. When I make a map in 5 minutes, sometimes I'm gonna miss a square.
Sometimes he was eating chili while he made the map. It happens.
Oh, that's
That's
dirt.
the background of the map. No,
Oh,
like,
okay.
that's what
That's
things
so
look
funny.
like before you put dirt down.
That's so funny. Okay.
Well,
I
these
didn't know
guys.
that.
I don't know. I like the canon idea that that's just a floating, just a gaseous cloud of.
They were just eating breakfast, and they seem like the
Gotta
kind of
rip
guys
the
that would.
stinky one.
So yes, it is just a floating fart cloud.
Nice.
Well, these guys are
Would you
talking.
okay
I'm just
with
gonna jump into the water and go under and check shit out.
That sounds like a terrible fucking idea. David's like, oh, but all the undead underneath.
And next
look at
time
our friend
on
go.
Dragon Ball Z.
That lizard's my kind of guy. I follow him.
So you
Violence
see
still
a
out.
couple,
Dun,
you see a
dun,
couple
dun, dun,
skeletons
dun.
just hanging out under the water.
Oh, they have bows. Excellent. They will be useless. So, I'll kind of just like come back out and be like, there are rotting ones beneath the surface.
I'd like to
and
heal myself.
so the Crimson Crusade is going to be like, I was trying to tell you that we came up to this bridge, and we've noticed that the undead seem to be guarding the river.
I too noticed that the undead are guarding the river.
Need anyone's help for that.
If you look across the river, you'll see that we managed to kill off a few of them as they were making their way towards the riverbanks.
Not bad for humans.
Indeed.
Uh,
Good thing you stopped here and waited for us to save the day. Crimson Guard.
Why do you not advance? Do you fear these rotting ones?
So you'll.
they stronger
you'll,
than you?
One of them will say, "I kept telling them that we should just advance and fight the undead wherever we find them. Wherever we find them includes under the river." And the other two will say, "Well, we should rebuild the bridge so that those that follow us can make it across as well. It makes no sense to just forge forwards. Fighting them wherever they are also means bringing a force to fight them wherever they all are, not individual undead, the idea of undead. And this is what they had been arguing about over breakfast as well. Is it
Indeed.
or
I'm
not?
like shaking my
I
head at
kind of
both
lost
them.
them at the idea of undead, but I'm gonna chime in and be like,
As soon
nay,
as
you should heed this
Gorgas-
warning. Your kind is pathetic under the depths. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Indeed, you're all correct, my friends. I'm just smiling widely, shaking my head at everyone. Rest assured that my friends and I shall simply handle the undead, and you can rest easy this day. For Vasilio and company shall handle these abominations. Pull out my blade and point it at the river, all heroic, like
before anything
just
starts
holding that
here,
pose.
Hey, Basilio, before you get ahead of yourself,
Huh? I look back
I'd
at
just
Alfonso
like to
like, what?
heal. Using cure wounds.
Trauma parking when you're underwater.
I'll use a second.
That is not listed. I assume as well as I can normally see, unless it's blurry. I wonder.
Okay, so let's just like.
I have like underwater breathing, but sight is never referenced.
Okay.
I bet it really is depending on like the water and the cloudiness and like
Yeah,
even a
how
river
deep
could
you
probably be
are.
hard. Like the mud from the bottom of the river would make a big difference. If it's like stagnant water, it could be clear.
It's a good point. He is very lavender though. The skeleton that he only maybe saw. So I'm just going to go with he saw him because he is so ridiculously lavender.
Gotcha.
What
I
is
pulled
the
up a random
spellcasting
homebrew
modifier?
that's-
If he's got underwater breathing though, he probably
Three
has
wisdom.
other
for druid
senses for
spells, it's your
water.
wisdom bonus.
Okay, cool. +3. Doing stuff.
Is it +3 plus proficiency?
Well, plus proficiency, yeah,
So it'd be +5 then?
correct.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna. Wow, that sucks so hard.
Ooh.
Damn.
What was that? What was that for?
I was gonna
That's
cast
a
cure wounds on
second level
myself.
cure wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you did so. Those wounds are slightly cured.
Cool. Yeah. Just rocking it real hard today. God. Cool.
Doing well. Doing well.
Yeah.
So I think that this is roughly as good a time as any to end.
This gives David a chance to figure out where everything is.
I had to figure out underwater combat because apparently that's about to happen.
Yep.
I have swim speed now,
No, I
though.
mean, that's
So,
the thing
like,
that I know how to do. You can
crocodiles are a thing.
crocodiles are a sweet thing.
Yeah.
Crocodiles are even cool on land, just because you get to like when you bite them, you hold them in place.
Oh, cool. Damn.
Crocodiles are amazing.
Yeah. They are good.
Oh man, this doesn't really apply, but it's too funny. I'm putting it up.
Oh, like literally after you asked that about Kreia.
No,
I was just like, are you
well, I don't know. Maybe.
Perhaps another time.
My ex.
I didn't notice the fucking stone thing. I read all like the
Oh,
bubble.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then at the end, I'm like, oh fuck.
That's actually
Oh my
amazing.
That one's pretty good
You
too.
just found your favorite little artist, didn't you?
Yeah, this is Alfonso.
Oh god.
Angry wizard.
The poor dwarf.
No, that's
Fucking
right.
Bart's just grabbing ass. You monster.
Oh my god.
You monster. Yeah, we have not seen Suave Vasilio yet. His charisma has only been used to pleasure himself.
and those around me. I'm entertaining as hell.
Just,
There hasn't been a ton of damsels to
that's subjective.
be swept off their feet.
I don't know, I think you had a shot with Meghar.
Meghar the orc lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think so. I don't think she was had any real favorable impression of him, did she?
Well, the
Yeah.
charisma check is fucking bonkers.
Why did
I
you-
don't
I
think
thought
I
she-
don't think any of the past.
I thought she found Vasilio annoying.
Oh,
Probably
maybe.
not.
Maybe,
Unlikely.
maybe she really just wanted Kreia. That was the whole thing.
Perhaps.
Besides, I've also been kind of insane up until this point.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Vasilio is still insane.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to change.
No, and that's fair.
I hope it never does.
I think we've created a certain impression and dynamic between our characters, and I don't think it's going anywhere unless one of us dies.
I mean, if somebody decides to take 3 opportunity attacks, it might just happen.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, poor Ren.
Yeah, I know. That's legal.
I couldn't be happier with that entrance because like I was whispering David the whole time, be like, I don't know, I think they just have this. It's gonna look weird if I come in and save them. I'm just gonna wait till they're done and then be impressed. And then Ren just like fucking explodes. Like, I'm gonna come in now.
I seriously thought we were going to say goodbye to Ren.
Yeah, if those attacks were in a different order, we would have said goodbye to Ren.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
that was really close. So remember disengage.
Actually, wait, how much damage is there for instant death versus how many repeated attacks?
For
the
instant death, you
excess
have to
has to
take-
be
Yeah, you have to take damage equivalent to your full health.
in
Okay, that's what I
excess.
thought. Yeah, and it was very slightly not that.
Yeah, by like 5 health.
Yeah, he was really close, both to, if the big damage came first, that would have been enough that he
So sad.
would have had 2 immediate death saves. Or, had the big damage been slightly bigger, he would have just been dead.
So it would have almost been dead.
You were almost
I'm-
dead in 2 different ways.
It's
Every
fine.
way you can imagine almost being dead.
Fine. Still alive.
Alright. And on that note, I'm gonna head out for the night, fellows.
Peace out,
All
man.
right, well,
Good
have a
games.
great night, Alfonso.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Our new lizard friend,
Mhm.
Vasilio.
Until next time, my best
You
of
as
friends.
well.
No, just
Rest
leaving
so
it
you
at
may have the
Vasilio.
energy to slay.
Not to worry. You can leave everything unsaid. I know it all.
I'm sure you do. All right, good night, guys.
Peace
Good
out.
night.
This one's a more
Peace.
appropriate picture, I think. If we had a rogue in it, it'd be perfect somewhere.
Well, I could be a rogue. Wait, what is this context of this?
It's I'm the bard is like looking at the eye like what the hell, and the wizard is also trying to help me. Meanwhile, there's like a beholder beast missing an eye behind us.
You're all just like grabbing eyes.
Yeah,
Beauty is in the
Grem's
eye.
like stepping in it by accident and holding an eye.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's inside one of these smaller ones.
God.
Got almost all its eyes out. Actually, I
Failing
didn't
some
realize they all do.
perception rolls. Oh my god. Yeah, boy guys is pretty stealthy. He can fake being a rogue.
Yeah, true.
He hasn't shown all his abilities yet, but he's a shadow monk.
Okay. That'll be pretty cool.
Oh, your guy.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you actually get like the moves for it yet, like bonus actions, shadow step and stuff?
I don't have shadow. Is that what it's called? No, I don't have that one yet. I get that next level, but for now I have like I can cast darkness and stuff like that,
True.
which might come in handy. And like some extra, I can pass without trace if we need to be sneaky somewhere. Vorigaz will watch over you all because y'all don't know how to sneak in these lands. You're just humans.
That's fair. I'm actually a very good sneaker. I just couldn't use it because of my egg knuckles.
That would impress Vorigaz.
I actually have a +8 stealth.
That's better than mine. How do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking bards are crazy. Expertise.
I have
Right?
bardic expertise and stealth, but the moment I picked it, David decided that was the day that the egg souped up and I could no longer sneak. It literally was like a condition of the armor. It's like, you cannot sneak.
Well,
You cannot use stealth. I'm like, oh,
we
okay,
have fixed
cool.
that bug. We
Yeah.
may now sneak. We'll have a little stealth mission, and you can impress me
Yeah.
with your stealthy ways.
But
Because
like, you got a lot of really awesome stuff with that.
Oh, I'm not complaining at all. It was hilarious. Because it was literally like, okay, I want to pick expertise. Like, what am I good at? Like, I have max dex. I'm pretty much an illusionist warrior. Like, in the very beginning, my go-to moves were trickery and illusions. Like, I made that goblin chief, and we killed all of them walking behind him.
That was funny.
That was
And
fun.
so, yeah, just kind of sticking with that. I was okay. Like, I'm still pretty tricky. Like, I'm basically like a roguish bard. That's kind of how I see Basilio. Not so much a thief, more of like a charming maverick.
Would you say you have a roguish charm?
Exactly. A dashing roguish charm.
Nah. What's your armor class?
It's 16.
Ha, we have the same armor class.
Nice.
But I'm not lucky. You'll ironically take more hits than I do.
I have Lucky Feet and I have Sword Dance for my College of Bards, so I can drop Bardic Inspiration die and up my defense by a d8.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's actually fucking really good. Defensive Flourish. I can spend one Bardic Inspiration die and roll a d8 and add that to my AC until next turn. So it could be 1, could be 8. Tis Vasilio
even
style.
1 AC is insane.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, no, my guy's actually pretty good martial class. Like,
Mhm.
Bardic's College of Swords is legit.
Yeah.
Like, all my magic is just augmentation. I have no evocation magic. I went with silence and suggestion for this level. Got rid of heroism. I have my
An
my
odd
spells
choice.
are-
I used
Healing
Save the
Word.
Day, but I forgot heroism.
Yeah, heroism is a concentration spell though, so it's gone
Ah.
now.
That's fair.
And it also wasn't as good as I originally thought. I thought it stacked. That's why I got it.
Oh, well, it
But it's
refreshes,
just
right?
Yeah, which is pretty cool, but at the end of the day, I'm going to start concentrating on better things, like enhanced ability I have. Which is
That's
hilarious.
fair.
I can make it do anything, given like the skill challenges. And then I have suggestion now and silence.
That is pretty fucking epic.
Yeah,
got
like my
more
guy
stuff.
doesn't have any attacking spells, but I've had so much fun with these utility spells that I'm going in this direction still.
Yeah. Basilio's a joy.
I feel like the druid ends up in a weird role.
How do you mean?
As like
I
the
don't know.
tank.
I don't know, cause like I'm not really that tanky, even
No,
though like
You're very much not.
and
But,
then
like-
my spells at the same time aren't great. Like there is some pretty great ones, but I can only cast them a couple times.
Honestly,
You have the same
druids
amount
are
of
probably
spellcasting capability as Basilio, perhaps more so.
yeah. You have more spell options, same spell
Yeah.
slots as me. Honestly, though,
Yeah, you have
druids
more
are probably
and you
the
have
hardest character.
class. Yeah, they have the most options that they can do.
Yeah, like I don't think there's any other character that has as many options as the druid.
No, I
Just
don't
based on
think
the
it-
fact that you can transform into any animal.
Yeah.
So like that alone is huge. Just in your like, you should have a good knowledge of D&D.
It's
Because
kind of
you can
ironic.
transform into
First
like
character to play.
all sorts of
Yo,
weird things.
not only you, but like Nick's friend played the game for the first time. He's like a level 8 druid. I'm like,
Yeah, it
damn,
was a
it's
lot.
kind of ironic the way that goes.
Like everybody wants. Well, people seem to want to be a druid on their first character. They're cool.
It's fucking
They understand
cool.
they're
Yeah.
about nature magic, but like when you get into like the complexity of casting, they're like right at the top, complex wise. They have
Yeah,
the
because
most
there's so much-
options,
So much shit.
and they don't really have good martial options either. So it's kind of complex to fight with
No.
them too.
I think that's
Yeah.
mainly what I'm having trouble with because I can't just like
not
run in and do stuff.
You gotta
can't-
run
Yeah.
back and cantrip
Just-
instead.
Flaming sword, and they have shillelagh. If you wanted to go that way,
But
Yeah.
again, these are complex ideas for like a
You're
new
right.
player.
It's not obvious. Yeah,
You won't
yeah.
have
So
AC.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
you can.
You can.
You
I
just
think
have to
what?
plan it out in advance.
Yeah, you don't have armor. Like maybe like
I
some
think-
races would be able to pull that off. I don't know if a gnome is the one.
I think you should get a bestiary list and take a peek at all the animals you can become, because
So that's-
a lot of
that-
cases, druids, like you can become a spider and then stealth, or you can
Yeah.
become a centipede and poison people. Like you just gotta know what the options are,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. I haven't
With
really
that
thought
like
of that.
knowledge in your back pocket, you could be a stronger character. Not
Yeah.
that
And
like
it
you're
might
not
be
now.
that, like
Yeah.
you know battle's coming, and then you like preempt it with a wild shape. So like
Yeah.
you don't lose an
Yeah.
action in combat.
Yeah,
like-
it's fair.
Wolves can drag people to the ground, kind of thing too. Like knowing the abilities that each creature has. Like elks can charge things from a distance. So you get bonuses like running at things. It's just like the animal's abilities. Like I only really know them because I was a DM, so I've looked at every creature.
Yeah. Okay. Hard to find a good, like, solid list that'll show all the information.
Oh, I had some before. Here, I'll get you one. They keep changing on me because they keep
Like, I
dousing
found
my
a couple
references.
good ones, but
Dosing.
Here,
they
here,
like
you can use that one. It's a lot, but it has everything. So if you press the CR button when you come into that one,
yeah, it organizes them.
yeah, and then look at everything under beast type CR0. And then work your
how
way
do I
up.
switch it to beast type?
It says types on the left there. It's not. You can't order it by anything but one of the
Oh, and
columns.
you can't just put in.
You might be able to. You might be able to sort it more. I don't
Okay.
use this. I just found this one recently because they crashed my old one.
Filters.
There we go.
Whoa!
Beast.
want
There we
this.
go.
I just had to. Whoa! Whoa! This is so cool.
But yeah, that's a really good bestiary.
It has the entire stat page too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that helps a lot because the ones I've been looking at have been like just a basic overview, where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, where is it?
Whoa,
The wolf has keen hearing and
that's
smell,
pretty. Even like
and
a
the pack
picture.
tactics are great. But when are you ever in a pack of wolves?
Yeah, exactly. So you
Pack
can look at like
tactics is not just
Boar
wolf, any
has
ally.
a charge
Oh.
ability, so you can charge straight in, get an extra D6.
That's one situation where flanking is weird because it's basically pack tactics.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I think flanking
Yeah,
isn't a rule because it kind of negates help actions altogether.
Yeah, I don't
That's true.
think I like flanking.
Like
Yeah.
it's just too easy. Like the engagement idea, the fact that you don't get reaction from moving around in somebody's engagement line means that you can just move around and flank them. With no
I'm assuming
consequence.
you have 15 feet of movement, but yeah, I agree.
Like
I'm not a huge
it's-
fan of it.
it gets rid of the entire like help action. It just automatically forces you to go like behind people.
Well, on the
but
help
then-
action, when is the last time like it's been used in any of our campaigns in the last 3 years?
Dugan uses it in every single combat
Oh, because he
all
has
the
bonus
time.
action. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
been a while
Dugan's
since
whole
we've had a
jam.
battle in blue. I forgot about that
Yeah, I guess like
entirely.
2 sessions ago.
Yeah. But two blue sessions ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like last year?
Yeah. Yeah. A year and a half ago. No, not that long ago.
Yeah, I know. Last year was only like 3 months ago.
It's true.
I know that's not how you meant it, but that's how I took it.
Yeah, no, I actually forgot that you had bonus action help. Was that just that was your particular rogue thing? Not that.
Oh,
The whole
in my
trickster
game or
rogue.
David's?
Yeah, David's rogue in your game. The trickster rogue
Yeah.
gets bonus
Uses
action.
the help action.
Totally forgot about that.
Like rogues can use the help action every bonus action. Can't
They
they?
can?
Isn't it part of
No,
their like
no,
cunning action?
They get
Disengage.
disengage and dash. They
Only
don't get.
the mastermind rogues get
Okay.
Yeah, that's only Dugan
cunning
gets
action.
that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it
Cool.
could be fair, but I don't know.
I-
I always found it weird that like
I know.
you can move around somebody in combat and then
And I think
have that
advantage
change
should be-
things.
I feel like advantage should be worked for.
Yes, I agree. You have to like shove him prone. So Nosgoth does. Fuck him up.
Yeah. Okay.
Give
So
it a trip attack.
as long as you guys are
using
happy not doing advantage, because I don't like or not doing flanking, because I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say like, it doesn't completely trivialize, but it makes it feel less.
Well, it also plays on the fact that the tokens have to look a certain direction too, which is not always the case.
Yeah.
Like if the DM doesn't move the token to face a direction, then you can't
I
flank
think
him.
I think
Or
like
vice versa.
the actual flanking rules like have nothing to do with facing. It's just there has to be PCs
Oh.
on either side.
Oh, okay, yeah. If he's cornered or
So like
surrounded.
you have to essentially surround him to get the bonus, yeah. And it's like normally that favors the enemies because there's more enemies, but like they're not always smart depending on what kind of enemies they are. And like if bosses, like you're always gonna be flanking bosses. I don't know. I don't really care either way. I'm down to play in either situation, but I can see why it really
I think-
validates certain things.
Actually, I think now that we talk about it, it should be a rule, but it should be like a feat or something special.
Maybe like
shouldn't just
martial
be-
classes only.
Or it's part of some sort of magic or like martial classes only even.
It's like who cares if you're flanking him with a dead Ren? What does Ren know about distracting an enemy? In
Yeah.
melee combat? Maybe something like
What if
that.
I'm-
I don't know.
Flanking him with vicious mockery, like
Weird situation.
yeah. So maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a situation for it, but at the end of the day, there's no rule that writes it in, and we've had no issue not having it.
Yeah,
In
whatever.
Tom's game, he allowed this goblin to flank somebody in like one-on-one combat and then use a backstab move. And I really, really didn't like that. I
Yeah,
didn't.
because rogues would benefit from that insanely.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It just
But really,
I guess it's
rogues.
always
Well,
the
actually,
depend-
rogues already have that. Like they already get ambush when somebody's.
Yeah, but like the
not
goblin had a
advantage.
dagger that did max damage when he hit somebody from directly behind.
Oh.
And then when his turn came around, he would be facing his opponent, run completely around behind them, and then get the perfect strike from behind. And I'm like, the guy's not standing still. He's engaging you. He's moving around. He's covering his 5-foot cube. And so like that's kind of how I define like fighting. Like they're standing on the ground. They're not facing just one direction and standing still like a chess piece. They're like swinging their sword around and covering that 5-foot square. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're engaged with that one enemy. Like I kind of understand it if you have one person on each side.
Yeah, they're
But,
like, fuck, you
like-
can't face two directions. But if one man
Yeah.
tries to run around behind me, I'm not going to just stand facing one
No.
direction while he does that.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow him in a pivot. I'm going to pivot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm standing up. I'm pivoting. I'm so animated right now. You guys want to play some Survive?
Sure.
Mm,
I'll do a little bit of it. What time is it? It's
do
11:30. I
that.
should sleep is for the week.
I'm gonna close out the stream. GG on the night. Good session, David. Thank you for the
Yeah.
awesome introduction.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, I'm happy you were happy.
I stressed you out a little bit, I know. So,
Especially what?
I said I stressed you out a little bit, I know. Made
Oh,
life
not
a little bit
really.
complicated.
It's mostly just like a. We took over a store this week.
Oh no.
No, it's good. I like taking over stores. Not this week. It's been a while. But like, boy, a lot of stuff to do.
You guys getting in here?
Uh,
Hell yeah.